second. Okay, waiting on AFKs, and then we will be good to go. Okay. I believe everyone can. Every single player, please wake up. I think everyone is back, and I will announce how the game ended.
Did we win?
All right. Okay, so game is playing in reverse. Town has lost on day 6. It was a final 4, and Ramza put on a good show, but he did get mislynched to cost Town the game. So
Ramza, what the fuck, dude?
Ramza's a fucking retard.
all right, so everyone turn the cams off now. Okay, hold on, I gotta get timers up now. Okay, I'll go ahead and get Joey, go sleep. Okay, I'll get I will get the timers up while this day is starting. Okay, so day 6 is about to start. The people that are in day 6 are Jan, Chippy, Ramza, and Ben. Alright, so this is day 6. Day 6 will be only 10 minutes long. You can choose to lynch if you want. If you lynch, that will end the day. There will not be multiple lynches in the day. So after, and they'll flip, they will be flipped upon death. So there you go. 10 minutes, day begins.
I really want to kill you.
That's interesting.
That's a good start. That's a good start. I know why you want to kill me. That's why I want to kill you. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
This also technically means all 3 of us voted on Ramza. Like, what do you
Yes,
do?
which I can't believe because everyone knows I would not vote on Ramza. Like, I will always take Ramza to final
It's an
3.
interesting choice. I honestly think Chippy's the only one of you 3 that would choose to wake me up night 0. Because I was talking about the game a lot beforehand, before we actually rolled it.
Like,
so that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm more. Yeah, I'm more.
I'm just saying here, day 1.
Oh, okay.
Day 1.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm just saying this here. Day 1, Ben was about to be mislynched, and I hard defended him. Just so you guys know, like, I hard defended him like shit.
No, if you don't do that shit day 1 or day 5, I guess in this case you're dead.
Yes, I just have to hope he lives at that point, right? I don't even know.
So did Ben decide to like me, Jan? I'm thinking.
Wake up Chippy. So that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah. So
Did Jan try to wake up Chippy? Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know why Jan would choose Chippy and Ben. That doesn't.
I don't know. I think like I don't know.
Everyone in here, it's kind of weird. Okay.
I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time thinking why Ben wake up me and Jan.
Yeah, well, that's true enough.
If I woke up those 2, I'd screw myself.
I feel like Ben wakes up like.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but the problem is, I agree with that one, but it's also a bit of like reverse, right? Like, if he wakes up with the 2 of us, everyone will assume that he will never do that. He will basically might get an easy pass on that. He has a whole team with him. We can't forget that. So this one, it's like I'm not sure about that, but like I don't like Chippy more because of something that happened a few days ago.
So then you're saying
I agree, Jan. Jan, I fucking agree. That's what I said.
Which is so weird to me because like you doing that on purpose. It's so weird.
I probably would have done it if I was Mafia, but I'm not, and it still happened.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, but like
so weird. Like,
so Jan's trying to propose a world.
Okay, Ramza, I will tell you what happened like a few days ago before we wanted to play the game. The first.
No, I don't care about medicine. Okay, we could skip that.
We both discussed waking each other up like days ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. We discussed that.
That's fine. I'm already between, like, I already have a 50-50 between you and Chippy. Like, Ben hasn't said a fucking word, and I'm already down reading him. Like,
no.
Yeah, good, but
I'm not so soldier. I'm not so soldier.
Okay, so put it this way. What Mafia team is gonna, okay, so, like, you're gonna want to put your best foot forward, right?
No.
Like, no offense, Ben, but I feel
okay, but Ramza, that's one fault in your logic. You know, between the 3 of us, it's always a Mafia. So if you put, like, for example, like Okay, so
Yeah.
if for example we kill me now, it's a flip game.
So,
I flip town. At that point, it gets awkward between the other two. You know, they know each other are mafia, like in their words.
So let me explain it to you this way. Mafia is basically in the mindset where day one's going to be a break-a-stick battle, right? It's two people that are going to have to go head-to-head, 50-50 fight. Like,
yeah, but
that's
the point is there is no information.
One, that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be brutal for you. And it's the highest probability for town to hit Mafia as well. That being said, I don't think that they put Ben out there.
The probability never changes.
I think that's why. I think that's why Ben's here. Though. I think Ben's here for me to be tempted to think he's mafia because he would never do that. Like that he's there niggling at my mind. Like he would never do that, and therefore, like I'm still thinking in reverse. He could be mafia, thinking that I know that he's never ever going to do that.
That's the point.
Stuck here with two people that I have no idea how to read.
That's basically the point.
You don't have to as mafia. You don't know how to read people as mafia.
Let's hear where Ben's at. It's been like half a day and he hasn't said a word. Ben, where you at?
Well, I was playing Hearthstone because I didn't expect I'd win.
Oh, I'm sold. Jan's mafia. I'm fucking done. I'm done.
Otherwise,
Jan's mafia.
I'm stuck with Jan, who I
am willing to lynch Jan.
rarely try to read. I've tried to read him like a couple times and he's killed me for it.
Yeah,
and
whenever he tries to read, I kill him.
Like 4 times.
I'm sold.
So honestly, I don't know which of them it is.
Is it okay lynching me, proving I'm town, and then lynching Jan to get a mafia?
Like
how
I'm basically fine with both. Like
I personally think that today and tomorrow, obviously we'll have to talk tomorrow, but I think that we're killing Chippy and Jan.
Yes.
Because it's a guaranteed 50-50, right?
Yes.
So we guaranteed kill one mafia, so we'll have 3 lynches.
Well, if you think Ben's town, then yes, it's guaranteed.
Yes.
But if you don't, but I'm kind of sold. I was kind of sold beforehand, but now I'm sold more after that.
So real quick, just to clarify with additional formals and all that baloney. So when the day ends, you will have 1 formal after time, a guaranteed, and no more formals. There's no RNG. Okay. You just get 1 additional formal.
Does Mafia get immunity? Is that how it works?
I'd just like to say real quick, too, don't read me for the dumb tell earlier. I'm town regardless.
I don't know. Ramsey, I read your town on day 3, I believe, so it's fine. I
was going to do what Ben was going to do. Said I started the game.
Why'd you vote then, bitch? You're probably Mafia. You hammered for the win. You just claimed you hammered for the win.
No, Chippy.
Ben, what do you think? Do you think that was a slip? He just told me he didn't vote on me day 3 and he town read me.
Yeah.
If we know that he hammered to kill me.
Damn it, yeah, you got me there. That's tricky. That's really tricky.
That's a good point.
I think we got you, bro.
Yeah. My back is against the wall at this point, I believe. Nothing I can say against that accusation.
I'm still so certain. Like I'm like 80% on Jan's mafia, so I'm like almost willing to lynch myself and be 1 mislynch. And
yeah, for me,
I'm happy. I'm fine.
Point, it's like there's 2 Inno Child. It's great.
All right, Ben, are you good with that? Kill Chippy first and then talk tomorrow. Probably kill Jan.
I mean, I was talking to Pope. I was talking to Pope about strategy before we even started this thing, and I was just like, we had lynched like the other 2, like that isn't the Inno Child, but at this point, I thought there was only 3 that woke up.
Well, then it would be easy because it was 50-50. You already did 1 mafia.
That's why I think there was like this final 4 thing.
It has to be.
So like this. I agree with that plan because it kind of goes along with what I was thinking, but that's assuming that you believe that I'm not Mafia, which I'm not.
I have a question.
I'd just like to say,
I have a question for Ben. Ben, what class were you playing in Hearthstone? Who were you playing against?
I was Mage, and I just beat up Hunter.
You still playing?
No, I just ended, so I'm quitting.
All right, for the sake of the other people in the game, I formal Chippy. Let's get this game on the ground.
I second Chippy. Like I'm pretty sure enough about that.
Chippy, I think you wake up Jan because you said you'd wake up Jan, and I think that you'd wake up Ben because you think that you could get the mislynch on him. I think when I was bringing up the logic as to why I don't think Ben would get woken up day 1 if he were Mafia, I feel like your only defense to that was, but that's the meta of the meta. Maybe that's exactly what he's brought here to make me think is that I'm here to lynch Ben because he's Mafia. And I think you gave up on that quick. So I think you're the more Mafia, but I still think we kill Jan anyway. But,
pretty sure you're Mafia.
Anyway,
plus you voted on me to kill me. Fuck you.
I was thinking I was thinking about the whole anti-meta stuff with Ben, but that was kind of before the whole Hearthstone shit. And I don't know, I kind of believed the Hearthstone shit. Like he didn't think he was going to be in the first day. Obviously, you know, as Mafia in the first day, and therefore, you know, I can't read him for it. I like both me and Jan would have woke each other up maybe for a Mafia, but But also, if I was Mafia, I also would have had the niggling urge to wake up myself, Jerry and TJ, or myself, Jerry and Nivrik, or like something along those lines, and just wake up 3 Angels day one. I think that'd be hilarious. I don't think I would have woke up. I wouldn't. If I was Mafia, I wouldn't. I would have woke up Jan, I think, but I don't think I would have woke up Ben with me.
You couldn't do that if they're all your
Why would I ever wake up Ben?
I don't know. I wouldn't wake up Ben because like Ben is like because it comes down to his situation. Why would I wake up Ben? Why would Ben be here?
Okay, so
it comes down to being so town that why would I do that as Mafia? Because he just looks town. But I'm telling you, I'm town. I don't care, and I really think Jan's Mafia. But I'm trying
to kill me.
Yeah, we all did apparently. Like,
I think
it's just a case of do I think that like is it worth my slinch to catch one Mafia?
Because
like
there's something I want to point out here.
Slinch in the game.
Do you agree that Ben's down? Like,
hold on, there is something I want to point out. Like, there's a little bit of a flaw with what you just said. Like, when you're speaking, you said like, why would I wake up Ben when like he's acting like this town? You wouldn't know that I'd be acting this town.
No, you're not acting town, but like, so I'm in the position right now, so I'm sitting here thinking, why would Ben wake up me and Jan? Like, and Ramses thinking the same thing too, and Jan's thinking the same thing too.
Yeah.
Like, if I was Mafia, it's still the same situation. I'm still, everyone's still sitting thinking, why would Ben wake up thinking?
Well,
therefore,
that's an easy answer.
Ben's the missing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
I'm
the way
generally
I
an
do
easy
it.
target. That's why.
But you're not because the fact you
true,
no. The fact is you wouldn't wake up me and Jan if you were Mafia, and therefore you're not an easy target.
Like if Ben is Mafia here, it's more likely that he wakes up like Spectrum, Wiggles, J-Lab, like people that are like new,
exactly,
either newer or not that active.
Therefore, in my opinion, you're not an easy target.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you you're wrong. Like, I agree. Like, no offense, but you might be the weaker player, but that doesn't make you an easier target. Because you're a weaker player, you wouldn't wake up two stronger players.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. That's what's going through my mind.
Okay,
point. I'm telling you I'm town, but like we're allowed two mislynches this game. Do I want one mislynch to be me?
Is it 3-minute formals or 4?
Is it only 2 mislynches?
We're allowed 2 mislynches, and we're that we lose.
There's 4 minutes on the formal.
Yeah,
and
so
there's
like,
no
Think of it this
activation
way,
time.
you're in a best of 5 tournament, right? Basically, what you can tell yourself is, I know that I can guarantee sack myself to make sure that it's a best of 3 and not a best of 5.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of okay getting myself to kill Jan. It's just a grace of like, I don't know. It's like 80% I am. But if I'm wrong, then Jan's also fucked up judging me, and Ram's also fucked up. So it's all 3 of us. But I'm okay with that. I think. I kind of think it's Jan as Mafia.
I believe it too. So like, if you flip Mafia here, it's a flip game, right?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I flip town. I'm telling you, but like,
I didn't even think of
Ben's shit was so good. Yeah. Ben like the half. I was thinking about doing the half.
I'm pretty sure it is the flip game, right?
It's a flip game.
Like if it's a flip game, it's easy. Like we just kill Chippy, and then we know like
it's greedy. It's greedy to lynch me in flip town, but is it kind of worth it for me to sacrifice myself for one Mafia? I kind of think it is.
All right, let's do this one.
What's up? Would you like to push or ascend?
I would like to push, good sir.
All right, so Chippy, you have 10 seconds.
I am town. I will flip town. I'm happy. Like whatever.
You agree to kill Jan, right?
Yeah. Jan over Ben, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm flipping town. Jan over Ben.
All right, time is up. If you would like to lynch Chippy, raise your hand in the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
I'm down.
Chippy is lynched. Go to sleep. So Chippy, you will still be in the game. You are not out of the game. You will be able to vote, but you cannot communicate. And Chippy flips as Vanilla Town. So Town has now lost a lynch. You will have 3 lynches and 1 Vigi shot throughout the rest of the game. Okay, so we're going into the next night phase. So Mafia has 1 minute to discuss who they want to bring into the game. And yeah, so Mafia will have 1 minute to discuss who they want to bring in, a group of 2, and they can bring in 1 Mafia and 1 Town, or 2 Town. It's up to them. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, I can answer questions right now. This game hasn't been played before, so there might be like ways to exploit it, or like break the game. We don't really know yet. And there might be rules that we change, but this is how it's going so far. Digging the game? Thanks, man. Yeah, me and Freak kind of kicked out the rules together. I approached him with it, and he helped me figure out a lot of things that I was doing wrong with it. So yeah, shout out to Freak. It's a pretty fun game. Fun concept, at least. I love the movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie Memento, it's directed by Christopher Nolan, and the movie plays in reverse. That's kind of the inspiration. So. One of the next 6 is going to be Mafia, correct? Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. It's really good if you haven't seen it. Town gets confirmed day 1? Yeah. But there's no cop or medic in this game, so that's why we don't. That's why they get it confirmed. Wasn't the movie played all jumbled up? No, it's played chronologically backwards in segments. So imagine you have a timeline of 1 to 100. So the movie starts at 90 and goes to 100. Then it goes, the next scene is 80 and goes to 90. Then the next scene is 70 and goes to 80 and so forth, where we get all the way back to 0 to see how it all began. So yeah. Can you post Mafia chapter game? Sure, yeah. No, it's not Pope. There are 2 separate timelines. A and B goes forward, B goes to middle. That's not true, is it? Rick? I don't think that's right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't watched it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But I might be wrong. Either way, you should watch the movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
How you described it is what I watched. So.
Yeah.
Both retarded.
This is a long minute. Yeah, sorry, we're just working out some things. The Mafia have some questions. I'm trying to make it easier.
Not saying that I'm volunteering to do this because I probably don't have the answers yet, but maybe going forward you could have the inner child wake up with you if they want to answer questions in the night chat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the fuck are you like? I'm in the game for the long haul, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You don't really. It's almost like a reverse king game.
I have no actions. Yeah.
It's kind of true. Let's watch it backwards together. Yeah, so this is the first time we've played it, and there's a lot of questions. So I'm trying to help the Mafia and other people understand what's like. There's a lot of questions. Okay, but I actually think they're done. So everyone can wake up. Or no, I'm sorry. Let's go with. So we're going into day 5 now. These people will wake up. Chippy, Jan, Ben, and Ramza. Wiggles. And Steve. Alright, so this is day 5. This will be a 12-minute day. Oh, and I didn't realize I had formals pausing timers. So this will be a 12-minute day. And day begins.
Alright, first things first. Are either of you two the Digi?
No. I was wondering why you didn't ask that yesterday.
I did. I said if you're the Digi, by the way, you might as well out now.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah. No,
that was the first thing I was going to say is, why didn't anybody ask if the Vigi was in?
Yeah, no, I for sure did. So my thought process, Jan, you're muted, by the way, but my thought process...
I'm screaming, but it's fine.
My thought process is Wiggles and Steve got brought in as town. I don't think...
Yeah, they wouldn't bring in Mafia here. Like, because, I don't know, they just wouldn't bring in Mafia here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Jan's waters are already too muddy for them to bring in another Mafia and confuse things.
Done.
I mean, at this point, I know, but it's Ben, and Ben knows it's me. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
And Chippy is screaming, and it's like, no.
No communicating, Chippy, you're dead!
I'll say this. I kind of disagreed with you guys voting yesterday because there's just no rush to do it. I mean, the longer the game goes, the more information you're going to get from. Like, I agree.
I'll be honest about yesterday. I thought Chippy was towny, but Ramza is the child here, and I.
What the fuck? If you believe that, push your fucking read.
Look, I'm not confirmed. I'm not confirmed for 1, for 2.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Do you? Ramza has
the plan that
you have more information. You have always more information. You have more information than Ramza.
Okay, regardless, I'd rather trust Ramza's read than my own, especially
Ramza
since I said mine is bad. Mine is bad. I admitted my reads are bad. I'd rather go with someone
Ramza did not have a read.
I'd rather go with someone who's more experienced than myself.
I had a 50-50.
Yeah, like Ramza said, it's a coin flip. So he did not go with a read. Like what you're saying, that's just weird. Like
it's
you even have
to rather trust what he said.
You always have more information than Ramza because he's child. Everyone knows he's town. I know I'm town, so I easily can say I town read and more towny yesterday. So it's really likely Chippy. It wasn't. So like I know it's you. It's just.
Let's hear the new voices for a bit. Yeah, I want to hear. He's got his hand up.
So this is what I thought watching the first day. I agreed with the way Ramza thought that it would be either Chippy or Jan. That one of them. Now I'm kind of reconsidering it a little bit because it seems like if you do bring in a stronger. See, I can't even really say Ben's a weaker player because he's probably a stronger player than I am. But from the consensus, bringing in a weaker player and a stronger player, it's almost like you're setting yourself up to go head to head. But then they talked about how they had talked previously and they had a plan that they were going to bring each other in on the first day maybe. So maybe that's part of it. Like
they were both pretty quick to accept the Ben town read too. Both of them. Like if they're both town, I don't think they're so willing to do that, right?
And I don't know
if we're both willing to do that
too. Like the whole time I thought it was weird.
I don't think if you and Chippy are both town that you're willing to accept my town read on Ben, right?
I don't
know.
The weird part for me is knowing that Chippy is town. I just have to reconsider who was in fucking Zoom when we talked about it. That's my point here. Because if Ben, I know Ben is Mafia, so Ben has to have a Mafia partner who most certainly has to know. Oh, that's like the weirdest coincidence. Like we talked about it, Chippy and I made and when we would.
It doesn't even have to be a coincidence though. He could have just chose you guys. He could have randomed you guys. He could
but the fact that Chippy and I have this history that we talked about 4 days ago. So it was not the two of us in Zoom. We were 5 or 6 people.
Always use the excuse that I never really know how to read him.
Yeah, let's hear
that would make sense as to why I would potentially go for Chippy there because the moment I push on Jan, he'll be like, you don't know how to read me. You've never had a good chance of reading me ever before, and I go on Chippy instead because that makes sense. And so
in Final 3, there's no information in Final 3. That's
let me talk for just a sec. The way I feel like this day should go, no offense to Jan and Ben, but I feel like Wiggles, Steve, and I should figure out
I agree.
who the lynch is going to be, and we should use.
I don't think we lynch.
Three of us to decide.
No.
I don't
You don't
we
think
lynch.
so?
No, I think we need more people to talk about the game, what they think of Jan and Ben before we make a decision. Because we have like the next 4 or 5 days to figure out which one of them is Mafia.
Okay, so here's my counterpoint to that. I feel like now we have the most town votes. We have
that's true.
confirmed town voting how we vote, right? We have me as confirmed town. In my personal opinion, I think you and Steve are confirmed town.
Yeah, I feel like Steve is pretty town. Yeah.
So we have to spend our time today deciding is it Ben or Jan.
One thing I think we need to spend time on is that we know Chippy is town, so his reads are now more believable. So
correct, which is why
I haven't watched a lot of non-All-Stars before, so I want to know like what Chippy and Ben's relationship is. Have they played a lot together? Does Chippy?
There is none.
I wouldn't say not.
We play a little bit, but not like overly amount.
Is Chippy a good player? Does he read people well?
No, he's not a good player, but like he's average at best.
Okay.
Hi, Chippy.
He probably hates for saying it, but I personally think he's better as Mafia than he is.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, go on.
I just had a mechanics question. Like today, if we do lynch, does that mean that we have like 3 confirmed towns down the road? And if they bring 2 back,
if we lynch,
we get the Mafia right, then we have 1 confirmed town,
like
the person who isn't, and then me and Steve probably town.
Yeah, we can't. There's no way to confirm me and Wiggles at this point.
But it's just
right.
it's
it's pretty down the road. Whenever people are added, you know there can never be 2 Mafia added at the same night.
Mm-hmm.
So you know if you lynch one of them and that person flips one way, you know the other one is if that person flips Mafia, you know the other one is town. If one flips town, you don't know if the other one is Mafia.
Which is why, regardless of Steve and Wiggles' alignment, we always lynch between Ben and Jan today because we 100% get a Mafia.
Yeah. And then at the end of that, regardless, there's going to be 3 town that you're sure of in the next day when it comes to
the next vote.
Anyway.
They won't be able to discuss, but
yes,
it'll be important to remember. So
which is good information no matter what.
So what were Chippy's reads? He liked the Hearthstone thing Ben did.
He liked the Hearthstone thing. He didn't think Ben would do that play, and
what did he say about you?
And he believed I would bring him.
Yeah.
That was the main point.
That's why I made sure in his 10 seconds I asked, do you feel like it's Jan more or Ben? Like, you leave your legacy.
Well, let me say this. Like, I thought about it, and I thought of 2 separate strategies. Like, number 1, the Mafia would put their strongest player in first and have them try to misdirect town throughout the game right from the start. The other thought was, what if you send a weaker member in first?
Like they're chum in the water,
Right.
Because you have the highest odds of finding.
Well, let me finish my thought. One, because if you lose that guy first, well, you took a shot and it didn't work out. 2, if a weaker player would bring 2 stronger players in with them, everyone would think the way that it went the first day, that it has to be one of the stronger 2 players, and let's try to get them out. So I'm leaning towards Jan, but I'm not 100% sold that it's.
I think that's a really good point because that's a very valid strategy.
Ben, I want you to know that I don't think that you're a weak player at all. Just in this group of 3 players, I would put Chippy and Jan as stronger players in this group.
The point being, Chippy and I could most likely just talk you down. Most likely,
exactly.
That's the point. It's not even about.
There is one thing. I'll wait.
Being able to talk you down here. That's the point.
Let me ask you this, Steve. Do you think that it would be more likely of a third world of Ben being Mafia, where if he were Mafia, he would bring 1 quote unquote weaker player and then 1 stronger player, hoping that I would think that the strongest player picked 2 weak players to get mislynched, right?
That's another thought.
Don't you think Ben would more likely? Because I thought what you were thinking, and I thought, well, if Ben were Mafia, I feel like he would pick like 1 scary player and 1 player that would be more likely to get mislynched. Because if the strong player did project down super well, then he's left with a 50-50 between the weaker player. See what I'm saying?
The problem with the deeper strategies is they only had 1 minute to discuss it. I think
also you never know who sent the people in. Like,
I'll also say this:
I don't know if Ben sent himself in with the 2 of us, or he has a Mafia team who just is like, okay, I believe Ben, you go with those 2, and like it works out. That might work out. Like, that's the thing. Like Ben might have not called for this final 3. He might have influenced it, but not called for it.
Let me follow up with this. I would have preferred there to not be a lynch on the first day. We could have got further into the game and got more information out about the players. But now that we're in for a penny, we're kind of in for a pound. We almost have to lynch today.
We'll hear from Wiggles as well.
That we hit, but at least if we don't, then we have 3 confirmed town. Well, I mean, you have 3 confirmed town either way, but
confirmed Mafia.
Like if
we miss here, we're in Milo, Lilo, whatever. Like we can't not miss again.
Sure.
I'd like to hear from Wiggles. He's been waiting.
But we'll have it guaranteed. Like we'll technically only have to find.
I'm trying, Wiggles. I love you.
That's true. But one more message.
Not to mention, you get information from further votes down the road because they stay in the game. Like if we lynch Jan now and Jan is Mafia, now we know that Chippy, Ramza, Ben for sure, all 3 confirmed town. And that helps with votes down the road.
And you could say the same. However, to like hurt myself a little bit, you could say the same thing about lynching me. It confirmed Jan.
Yeah, that's obvious. If one dies, we have a flip. Doesn't matter.
So can we hear from Wiggles, please?
What I was going to say is, wouldn't it make more sense for the person who is going to be the Mafia would be in the game that he'd let his 2 partners choose who the other town is, so it doesn't look like it wouldn't be influenced. Like he wouldn't bring in the players he would bring in. So that it would be obvious it was him who chose the people coming in. It would be his partners.
It is a good thought, but also this is the first game. It's like a trial run.
Yeah,
true. Like
the players that would think of shit like that are
we don't know who matters.
Like if Jan and Chippy really had a conversation, they both seem to say that they did, that they would bring each other in the first day.
Yeah, like instantly.
One of them's Mafia, and they brought the other one in. Like
Steve, I know I'm town, and we were in a hangout Zoom with like 5 or 6 people, 7 people, and I'm not sure who else was in that Zoom. We had the conversation, and there were other people in there, so that's which makes it tricky. Like people.
To be honest, I'm concerned that Jan isn't burying Ben and Ben isn't burying Jan.
I feel like Jan
there was not much to bury. Like, what can I do? What information do I have?
You can scream like, "All right, I'm town. We know Ben's Mafia. Let's kill Ben." And
like I told you that I know that, but I can't. Like I know that, and like it's 4 a.m., so I'm screaming as loud as I can without waking my roommate.
I understand.
So that's like, but the problem here is like I know that, but there is not a lot of arguments to be made just from the information. We don't have that much information that I can give you, like other than I know I'm town. I didn't do what did I do that was towny? I voted on a confirmed town. Whoa, that's not towny. Like
Ramza, do we want a formal one of them?
I didn't push the end. I didn't really push on anybody. I was trying to go with what Ramza thought.
Like it's your decision, basically.
Yes, but Ramza did defend you right from the start, so you never had to push.
You guys need to make a formal push. It's on me.
I second Ben.
But Ben, I want to hear you talk because you've interjected probably the least of all the players in the game right now, even Chippy, believe it or not. So I'd like to just hear, we might rescind, we might vote, depending on how your formal goes.
I understand.
I'd like to hear where you're at.
Like I said early on, I don't have a really good read on either one of them. So I set myself up for failure pretty hard if I was Mafia, but I could say that.
I'm going to interject for just 1 second, Ben. So just want to make something clear with formals. If the formal does get pushed to vote and does not pass, that does not count as one of your lynches. I figure that's kind of self-explanatory, but it's not like pushed to votes, you only get 4. It's if it doesn't pass, it does not count. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So I lost my train of thought. So like I don't have a really good read on either one of them. Like like you could argue like especially Jan, because like I've been playing not like forever with Jan, but a really long time, and I'm renowned for having a bad read on him. So like at the beginning, I was resigning myself to working with Ramza at the very beginning because I really don't know how to read them. I've played with Chippy a few times, not a lot, but like I'd say about 20 games at most. And he's beaten me several times. So like I have a really shit tier read on both of them. So like I resigned myself to working with Ramza and going with what he said. I also explained my strategy at the near the end of yesterday, that if it was 3, then it would make sense to lynch the other 2. But since it's 4, it's still about the same. I still agree it's a good strategy, but it's kind of flawed to the point where you guys could think I'm Mafia, which I'm not, but you guys could still believe that. In addition, I agree that both of Wiggles and Steve have been really towny so far. Steve's been asking a lot of questions and interjecting a lot of possibilities. Yes, like for anything I'm saying, they could do this as either alignment, but for the purposes of which it feels like he's interjecting like really meaningful thoughts and ideas.
Pretty sure they're both town because I consider
Wiggles is coming out and just like he's a newer player, but he's still coming out with ideas and thoughts and exercises. It feels like he's contributing quite a bit to this game. So right at this point, I think they're both town. But they were really quick to accept each other as town.
Just so from logic alone, not like reading in straight away.
Well, like first 30 seconds into the game, you were like, yeah, they brought two towns in here, and like
it just seemed like a logical play from Mafia to me.
Kind of, it could be, it could not be. I'm saying I think you guys are, but I'm saying you guys were really quick to accept that. So I would look into that a little bit further down the road. However, right at this junction, I believe they're both town. Yes, I don't care which of you asks first. So.
Let me ask you two questions. Number one, explain why you think Jan would have brought you and Chippy into the game first. And two, if you're town, what would your strategy have been coming in first? What two types of players would you have brought in?
Well, I am town, so I can't bring anybody in. But if I was Mafia, I don't really know. Usually when there's new setups, I just kind of like fucking X and X, or I'd probably see anything, to be honest. Because I usually don't have a fucking clue.
Why do you think Jan brought you and Chippy?
And why me and Chippy? Because I'm infamously bad, as I've said repeatedly, about reading Jan. Like, you can look at any of the past games I've had with Jan. I'm like super bad, and even when I claim to have a read on him, I think Jan's town, and he's just like, Ben does not have this kind of read on me. Fuck this guy.
20 seconds.
And then like it goes to hell after that. And yes, go ahead, Wiggles.
I was just gonna ask, do you think you're good enough to put yourself into the game and then queue up a Hearthstone game?
No way in hell.
I like that reaction.
Ramsey, I think it's Jan, but I'll follow your lead.
I like that reaction. I'm not.
I do too. I wanted to hear 4 minutes out of him though.
Yeah.
I rescind.
Okay.
The question is, are we sure enough that we want to use the lynch to kill Jan? I mean,
I
don't think we're going to get more sure.
Pope, that was with them.
Yeah,
Pope. I'm a modest AFK, so we just will assume that it goes on. Like, we know it's guaranteed, but like, if you want to formally 2 minutes and all that stuff, we need to like our rules.
Yeah, we'll just we got the timer going. We'll just count.
Yeah,
I think
I rescinded.
I think if we don't kill Jan, I think another Mafia is coming into the game.
Chippy, thumbs up. Should we kill Jan?
No, you can't communicate like that.
I thought he can communicate, but he can't talk.
Like earlier, he was.
He can only vote. He can only vote. Okay.
I think either way, the strategic play is lynching somebody today because we need that information going into tomorrow.
I follow Jan.
I second Jan.
Okay. Accusation, Lorenzo?
Yeah, I'll just give a short one because I want to hear you talk. But my only real accusation is I'm still trying to figure out the mechanics of the game. So I'm like, it's all stream of thought the whole entire game. So I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like going with a mathematical play right now is the best. We have 50-50 chance. We have a confirmed 2-town voting. Steve and Wiggles are soft confirmed town. I feel like it's our highest chance to hit Mafia today. And I feel like I don't know. I could be wrong on Ben, which we'll find out after we lynch you. But I feel like it's more likely that you bring Chippy and Ben. Chippy being someone that you said you'd bring in, Ben being someone for a mislynch and yourself. That's my thought process right now.
Oh, okay. So I would start by saying, no, I wouldn't. I would bring Chippy, that's sure. Most likely with Joey, TJ, Rick, someone like that. Someone that like it's just we can push on each other, and I know like they will mislynch each other if we just push. Like why would I bring Ben? That's useless. There's no gain for me because the moment Ben is there, like what happened will happen. Like it's most likely gonna happen. People will say that. I town-read Wiggles and Steve earlier because when they joined the game, they were like just like not that they reading it as a town situation, but they were open. They were like after you yesterday were like, yeah, we always killing Jan tomorrow if Chippy flips town that way around. Yes, that was a miss thing. Whatever. But like they were like, well, like we want to hear, we want to reevaluate. Ricketts brought the point of like Ben as a weaker player might not choose the teams, stuff like that. I believe like that makes them way more towny, both of them. They brought a point up which they were not sure and they wanted to solve the game. Period. Which makes them really towny to me. Other than that, Ben, I know your Mafia. Like I let him speak. Like I just because I do believe that like the honorable thing to do and not just scream over him. Like I could scream over him 4 minutes into his form and no one gets any information out of that, right? Like that's an easy thing to do because I know it's Mafia, but I don't care about that. Like he will not die if I do that because me screaming over him I would just get scammed for it. He would survive. You would kill me, and then he would die tomorrow. There's no gain for me to do that.
Which I respect, by the way.
Whatever. So that's the point. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like if either like Chippy and me being in Fire Street is really weird to me. It's either a weird coincidence or like it's one of TJ, Gnome, or Rick has to be like Mafia with Ben in that world. Because those are the only people who might have been in Hangout at that point. I'm not even sure if any one of them was. But those are the people that I Hangout a lot during the week when I was there. Like I played a lot of games with Gnome and Rick, and TJ was there for several days. Those are the people that I would like look in the moment you realize Ben flips Mafia or I flip Town.
Flip Town, that's really good info.
Gnome, TJ, and Rick.
Gnome, TJ, and Rick.
Yeah, that's really good info if you flip Town.
Other than that, like, I know I'm Town. That's not the point. We're good, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like you're overanalyzing the game and you're even overanalyzing your own play, which makes it feel like really Mafia, like it's really technical. I just feel like it's really Mafia.
I will feel what you want to feel. I will analyze everything about my players, either alignment, because I don't have a lot of information going into the game. We have a final four, and I will take every bit of information that I have and I will try to like find something in it. That's what I do. I am completely wrong with doing that. Sometimes I'm spot on. It doesn't matter. Like I don't have like Chippy and Ben are not like Chippy is not a player I have a gut read on where I can say, oh yeah, that guy is Town early on. If I had that, that would be nice. But those people I don't have. So, like, I have some of them, but like none of them are there.
Let's push us in.
I'll push them.
All right. If you Jan, 10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Town here. If you mislynch me, then you would see like Ben is the last Mafia here, and then you have to move on from there.
All right. If you'd like to vote on Jan, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1, vote. Jan is lynched. Everyone go sleep. Okay. And lynching Jan flips as Mafia. You have now used 2 lynches. You will have 2 lynches remaining, and you have to lynch. And you'll have a vid shot. Yeah, so there we go. Day 5 down, day 4 coming up. Okay, so just so we're clear, yeah, that was good. That was interesting. I think I'll kind of talk about the game as I go. I'm not gonna alleviate on player alignment stuff, but I think it's interesting that Town has chosen to use both lynches, two lynches so far. I think that's something I wasn't expecting. So at this point in this game, a couple of people have asked this question, including the Mafia team. A Mafia does not have to get instated into the game today. Even though Jan was lynched, he's technically still alive since we're going backwards. So they could bring in 2 Town. They could bring in a Mafia. So this is assuming that Wiggles and Steve are, if they were both Town and Jan was the only Mafia in the game as of yesterday, they would not have to bring in another one. So there could technically be 1 Mafia in the game until 10, and then 1 instated at 10 and 1 instated at 13. So there might only be 1 left in the game. There might be 2 in the game already. We don't know. But they do not ever have to wake up another partner until 10 and then 1 at 13. Okay.
Just to clarify, Jan does get to wake up to vote as well, correct? The rest of the game.
Yes,
just
Jan
like-
will still be awake. And we're considering a freak kind of messaged me that maybe the dead player should be able to do like hand signals and stuff, because it's not like they're bringing their own content to the game. So
thumbs up, thumbs down,
Yeah.
maybe things like that. I think that's.
I think so too.
But the hard part about that is then you create a scenario where I, as confirmed town, could talk directly to Chippy by asking a series of yes or no questions.
Yeah, I mean that's
Do you
true.
think Ben's town?
But
Yes.
at the same time,
But
like
John's Mafia?
even
No.
though
Like,
Chippy right now is confirmed town, he doesn't have any more information than anybody else in the game, right? Like,
correct, that's
So.
true. I really think and hope that this will be a good VOD to analyze.
yeah,
You know,
no, it's
until
already
like-
interesting. I've got a side group on Skype that of just some people that I used to hang out in my stream with, and we talk all day, and they were really hyped to watch this, and we've been talking about it.
Would you be pissed off at me if I said I think the best part so far about Mafia Next is the fact that it brought back Victor for the win? To talk about pizza and
He's
chat,
in-
'cause I haven't seen him in DM in like months.
Well, he's in All Stars all the time.
I
so.
see him there, yeah, but he's always been in All Stars, right? But now I get to see him more regularly, like in Mafia Next, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Victor's like a staple of the Mafia community.
Right? Like, he's been around as long, if not longer, than I have. Like, I'm just saying, just because he hasn't been in a game doesn't mean we don't know him.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are ready to start the next day. What the fuck do you wake for, TJ?
TJ's confirmed Mafia.
Go to
boys.
sleep! Alright, so Wiggles, Ramza, Chippy, Steve, Ben, and Jan. Alright, we're about to start day number 4 with the addition of Joey and Jaleb.
Interesting.
So here's what I'll say about the dead people. You cannot directly ask them a series of questions. You cannot ask them a series of questions, but you can react and do thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. All right. Day begins.
Can I just say first that I don't think we should lynch anyone until it's confirmed that there's 3 Mafia alive, because now that we know that one Mafia is dead, I feel like
there's one Mafia.
The first question we have to ask is Joey or Jaleb the Vigi?
Correct.
I am not the Vigi.
I'm the Vigi.
Joey, are you the Vigi?
Yes, I'm the Vigi.
Okay, so now I think because Joey claimed Vigi, we don't lynch anyone until there's a counterclaim or until we get to the end.
Well, then
like,
fuck
there was
that.
a
I'm
lot
not
of claim to like,
Don't shoot me,
yeah,
Joey.
the
Wait, does
Mafia
there have to be a
was
Mafia
very
today?
Stupid that.
There does not have to be a Mafia. It could still, we could have all living town right now.
No, that's not possible.
It is possible.
It is
like
possible.
Jan
Yeah,
is
it's very
Mafia. He's
possible.
still alive.
They don't have to insert
Like,
the
we
second
could-
Mafia until 10.
We could have considered
This is 10.
theoretically wrench
This is
Mafia
8.
day 1, day 2.
Oh,
or
wow, this game's so
day 1
broken then?
Mafia. So
Mafia can win so easily. Okay, so
There
then
could,
why-
like,
we never lynch today. We sleep always.
I agree that we sleep. You're hard claiming Vigi though,
No,
Joey?
of course not.
the mechanics are that
Because you're probably going to die then because you turned your camera on before.
I know, it was hilarious. Yeah, it was so funny.
I just want to say also that
Probably
it's
just kill you.
Why would you kill me?
I agree.
Because you knew that you were going to wake up before
It
the
was a
ball.
fucking joke because TJ did it.
I disagree.
I do too.
I don't really care that much.
Like, one could possibly be between me, Wiggles, Joey, and
Yeah, I
Jaleb.
fall
Only
asleep.
one
I fall
could
asleep.
be, and it's not guaranteed.
I fall
Actually,
asleep.
no. There could be two. There could be two.
You guys are retarded.
No, there can't be two
Yes, there
because
could.
three would have came back.
no, 3 would come back tomorrow. Oh
I
yeah,
fall
that's
asleep.
correct. That's correct. Yeah,
I
sorry.
fall
That's
asleep.
Jaleb or Joey have any reads on me or Steve?
When a group of 3 comes in, one of those will be the third Mafia.
This is
Yeah.
retarded.
So right now, there could be either 0 or 1.
This is
Yeah.
actually
Besides
right.
Jan.
So like yesterday when I was watching, I was like,
Why are we talking?
Because me and Steve are still not confirmed. I want to hear what you think.
Yeah,
But it doesn't matter. Like there could be no Mafia alive right now.
Yeah, there could. I'm just gonna give reads like.
Yes, exactly.
Why you're being defensive about it, but like from
Waste
what I was
of
paying
time.
attention to, like I was doing some different stuff on another site, but I was looking at Wiggles and I thought he was Town. Like I don't remember fully the game that he was Mafia back Wednesday, was it? Because I wasn't here.
It was
for
just
it.
Joey Hart defending me all game.
Yeah, and it seemed like you seemed like you've been actually like thinking about the logic very well this game. So I think that you're Town. Steve is sometimes a harder read for me. Like he's usually a good Town read for me, but I didn't get enough out of him yesterday to actually decide. Like the whole.
I think Jan was too easy of a lynch for it to read out for either of us.
Yeah, I think Jan was like a very just.
Also,
like,
Jan is a butt.
yesterday, so it was pretty much nothing came from reads there. There's no full reads that we can give from yesterday, just like ideas to go off of.
Any thoughts, Joey, besides sleep?
No, that's my only thought.
Okay, good.
All right, I formal sleep.
I mean, I ultimately agree with him, but
I second sleep.
Of the other four of us, has anybody changed any of their thoughts from yesterday?
Yeah, just in case one of
To
us dies in the
formal
night.
sleep, you'll raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Wait, if we lynch sleep, do we lose a
All
lynch?
right, go to sleep. All right. Interesting. 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 Interesting.
I mean, technically, couldn't the confirmed towns also wake up?
Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah.
I don't care. That's fine. Jan, you can even wake up too if you want. Like if you are
everyone who is confirmed can basically.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, because it's like a
I mean,
flip set.
Like even if you by any chance hear me typing, who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's totally
you
fine.
see what I'm typing, so it
I don't
doesn't
see
matter.
any way. I don't see any way that could like affect the game.
No, there's no like.
No, because it's flip game. It doesn't matter.
You're not giving away any additional information.
We just cannot talk about the game.
Yeah,
That's the only.
that's fine. You guys can wake
Like
up.
I can't say Chippy is a poopy hat, but that's not game related. Out of game.
You can't say that.
That's game related.
No BM.
Well, poopy hat is not really BM, is
I
it?
want him banned.
I guess.
That means that's a very insulting word over in England, and we don't stand for that.
Yeah.
True enough.
This I'll say from my point of view, this is not going as I expected. That's all I'll
Good
say.
way or a bad way?
Meta.
You think they went to fucking sleep until the last night and choose a link?
I kind of expected that. I expected just like sleep.
You forgot one thing. People are greedy as shit.
Yeah, for real. I
Math,
think
bro, it's math.
If people believe they have a good scum read, day one, push it, and if you win, you have 2 confirmed towns.
If you could break it down to a 50,
And you and
like,
if you win there, you're just that good.
and you got like basically break it down this way: you're dealing with a parity cop check every single day, right? If you can find one town day one as the NO child, then you're dealing with a parity cop check every day until the full team's revealed. So you're either deciding, is it the same check, is it a different check, and if it's a different check, who's the mafia? Like, I think if you can work from that point of logic, that you can.
yeah, it's I don't know. I'll just talk about day one. Like I think it's so high risk, high reward. Like if you hit right, great. But if you miss, like I think it's just gonna be brutal.
Why would you ever sleep though? There's no
Hey,
point.
you're not even fucking dead.
Whatever, man.
I don't know. I think either way you have to lynch between those 3 people.
Okay, everyone is ready. All right. Ramza, Jan, Chippy, Wiggles, Steve, Joey.
To be honest, Chippy and Jan
All
are.
right, we are coming into day 3 with TJ and Rick. Today will be 14 minutes as well. Day begins.
Now, Joey, can you sit your fucking ass up so we can see more of your than your forehead, you little fucking piece of shit, little bitch?
Forehead.
No military style on him.
Are Rick or TJ the Vigi?
Oh, you'll into Joey today, obviously.
Rick, are you the Vigi? Like, there's no downside to claiming.
Oh wait,
There's no-
the Mafia are gonna get like fuck yeah, that's really good. I think we should save all our lynches. So by the way, we can lynch like 4 times in one day. Just
No, we can't. What are you talking about?
Yes, we can.
have 2 lynches
once per day.
We can lynch 3 times.
not true.
No, we have 2 lynches and a Vigi shot.
So
What are you talking about?
We have
You can only lynch once per
we
day.
have a really large chance that we have a 50-50 tomorrow. So I think
You can only lynch once per day.
not to lynch today, not to sleep today. It's retarded because you can talk to people.
Rick, how do you say a 50-50 tomorrow?
The 50-50 potentially tomorrow is if they wake up the
Yo,
Vigi.
Owie got kicked
Vigi
from
hasn't been woken up yet. The Vigi is.
What are you talking about? All the Mafia could be alive right now.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
It's true.
Did TJ just win the game with the dumb tail?
What are you
I'm not
talking
calling
about?
him He's not Mafia.
Right.
TJ,
Right now there are 2 Mafia in the game. Jan and one of his partners.
No. What are you talking about?
Shut up. Let me explain it. Just shut the fuck up for a sec. So the day that there are
you guys
3 Mafia in the game, there will be 3 people that wake up because 2 will be the 2 Mafia KP and then 1 will be the mislynch.
I think that lynching day 1.
So that's when you'll know that all 3 are in the
all bad at town.
So this is what we know, TJ. We know
So
that
we
there's
know that there's a
there's
maximum of 1 alive Mafia in the game.
Yes. We know that
That's
there's
what we know.
exactly 1 Mafia between Wiggles, Steve, Joey, Jaleb, myself, and TJ. Like we know.
Why'd you say yourself? You should know
that
your town.
right now.
And
Okay, I
one
said-
from the last 4.
Obviously you know that I'm town. You dummy. What Joey did yesterday was like really dumb. Like he didn't want to talk to anybody. I find it strange that.
Why would I want to talk? It's such a retarded.
Yeah, I want to kill Joey today.
If I had came alive on day 2 or day 3, like I had a lot of things to say, basically to say that like I really thought Jan was Mafia on day 1. More so, I thought Ben wasn't Mafia, and then Chippy wasn't Mafia by like volunteering to kill himself. So like the fact that Joey just came into the game, he's like, all right, there's nothing to do. Let's just sleep. He didn't want to say
There is
anything
nothing to
about-
do.
So what? So we
Why
you
is there
could've picked
not, Joey?
you could have
You're a
picked your
fucking
brain and asked you
retard.
questions about
You're
what.
actually a retard, though.
Stop. You could have talked to you, like to you, so you could be town. This is assuming you're town. You could have projected town.
I don't need to fucking project town. What's the
Even
point
if
of projecting
everyone's
town? There's
town,
no
you can
Mafia in the
still talk.
game.
They
Would
project-
Joey have put himself in the game to make that like I'm grumpy, let's sleep dick play? Or
I'm never town
It's
reading.
not a grumpy dick play.
It is a grumpy dick
There
play.
was never any reason.
Wiggles is now top town.
You're playing like a fucking dumbass.
On one at
Oh my god, I love Wiggles the scam.
Because
You're the one that's
if
waking
he's
up
Mafia, he's
and
put
wondering
himself
why.
in to be grumpy and say let's sleep.
I'm gonna give my reads outside. Like Jan's.
If
Oh
he's
my
Mafia.
god, Jan was so Mafia. Thank God you guys didn't lynch.
I agree.
I was never gonna lynch Ben, but yeah, I
Here,
fucking
watch. Yo, Jan, am I Mafia? Am I Mafia? You think he would actually act like that if I was actually Mafia?
Yes,
Yeah, I think
yes,
All right, then lynch me and
100%.
find out.
like any Mafia.
I don't want to lynch today.
How about this? I'll make a
highest
deal.
value-
I think that there can be 3 Mafias. Like the way
I'd
that
like to get. I'd
the
like
way
to
that
get
I'm reading the rules, it
No,
seems
you
like
can't. No,
Hold
you
on,
can't.
No,
guys,
they had to
guys,
bring that
chill,
shit
chill,
There will
chill.
be a Mafia tomorrow.
Let's chill out a little bit.
Okay,
I
listen.
want to work with
This is
Ramza and yeah, just me and Ramza really quick.
Why not Chippy? You just hate
Well,
British
he's dead. Fuck that guy. He can't talk. Like I'd like to hear your general reads, Ramzo, right now. Like who you
Honestly,
think?
Here, Chippy's reads, Kappa.
I'd rather hear from people who aren't confirmed town, like J-Lo.
Well, I want to
Yeah,
get like
That's
our-
how I get reads. Like,
I want to get the
I don't get reads
No,
by listening to Ramza.
So the thing is like I liked Rick and TJ.
I like Rick and TJ.
off
Yeah,
right
I'll tell you
away.
that much.
Yep.
Like those two have just like both.
Don't
been,
know
like,
about Jaleb or Joey. There's a Mafia between those two.
Like so
It could
like
also
from
be
my point of view, the people that we should be lynching today would be between Steve and Joey, just because Joey's been a donkey and they've just been acting.
I'm not being a fucking donkey. You kids are retarded. It's not my fault.
And like I still think that Wiggles is more likely town than Steve, just like the way Wiggles has given off like town vibes from all those reads that he's had so far.
But do you think Steve is Mafia? Because they could have woken up to town.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out is like this is such like a math game for them because they could.
You do understand that it can't be me and Joey, right?
It can't be me and Steve either.
Yes, that is correct.
But it can be me and Rick.
I would say
No,
that
it
there'd be
can't.
one between Steve and Joey. Is what I'm
Incorrect,
saying.
Joey.
It's like if they brought a Mafia back, I would say it's between one of Steve and Joey.
I'm sure he thinks himself as Mafia.
They were
So
brought
that's-
back at different times
Yeah.
though.
Little
It's
bit
not.
of
It's not if they brought a Mafia back. There is one back in the game now, a living Mafia.
I think.
Do we know for
I
sure?
honestly think Rick and TJ are town, and it's between Joey and J-Lo. I think.
Like it's not between Joey and J-Lo, but it's just Joey. Like we're just gonna lynch Joey today.
I think it's
There was-
between- I think it's between Joey and Steve. Steve was the first person from my.
I think there's one between Joey and TJ.
I'm not saying that I think he's Mafia, but I think everyone else is town. And Steve was the first person to like throw some scum on Ben. Like, would Ben just bring people in here so that people would think that he wouldn't, and then like.
Yeah, but I read that as incredibly towny because he was trying
He
to.
was also the
analyze
last person to
multiple
town read him. Like, you town read him. Wiggles is like, I like his reaction so much, and then Steve's like, yeah, this guy's town. That's just the way I saw it. I don't think J-Lo. I really like J-Lo coming out early yesterday and giving that town read on Wiggles, so I'm reading him as town. Wiggles, he spoke up a lot in his first game where he was Mafia, but he didn't really say anything. In this game, he's like contributed. He's tried to find the Mafia rather than just. I town read him for like saying things about himself, like all the Mafia are calling me town or whatever. He was actually giving reads on other people or whatever, so I think he's town. So I think between Joey and Steve it is.
Like Joey's obviously Mafia. Like
I think between Joey and TJ, there's one.
Look, Joey's claimed Vigi, so we can.
No, he didn't. I formal Joey.
No, it's not. I don't think it's best to kill Joey today because
yes, just kill the fucking Mafia, Rick. I formal Joey.
TJ. Oh, I understand from your point of view because you think no one will kill Joey if you're not alive, but
what?
I think the best play is to. There's a real strong chance.
No, we're not going to sleep. Why would we sleep? There's going to be more Mafia in the game.
Because there's a 50-50 chance that tomorrow the Vigi wakes up with a confirmed Mafia, so we'll have a 50-50.
What do you mean?
Tomorrow.
Oh, that's worse, and there's more Mafia.
Well, there's a 75% chance. Well, no, a 60.
Isn't there 5 people?
Oh no, the Mafia. No, the Vigi has to wake up.
There's a 66% chance that the Vigi will come up.
Oh yeah, so
there's a 100% chance.
Most likely,
no, it's 66.
I think the best case is to not lynch today.
3 will wake tomorrow.
Not lynch immediately tomorrow, but play tomorrow out, and then we have that knowledge of what those 2 people say. They'll probably be Y-foaming a lot, but then lynch in between those 50-50s. If we hit, we're excellent. Then we have like. If we hit, I think we killed Steve and Joey, and then we win. If we
I bet no
I don't understand why you keep.
Rick, you think I'm more Mafia than Joey?
Oh, this is so retarded.
I don't know.
You are playing retarded. Joey, who do you think is Mafia?
So we would hit the second.
I'm wondering, Rick, why you keep pushing.
Joey is the last.
Formal Joey. Like I'm not dealing with this shit. Like I just want to kill the Mafia.
Anyway, Ramza.
I'll second Joey.
Okay, he's not playing the game. He's not trying to find the Mafia. He hasn't given a single. He's obviously Mafia. If he gets angry and you guys don't vote on him, I'm just gonna be really pissed because he's obviously Mafia.
How am I obviously Mafia?
I think there's one between Joey and TJ, regardless.
Okay. I don't really mind if I get mislynched here, because then I'm still town and I get to vote and do whatever the fuck I want, right? So I don't know why you guys are pushing on me. You guys are pushing on me for like retarded reasonings. I really hate wasting my time. Like if a cop comes out with a red check and everyone's like, "Oh, let's give our reads first." Like I don't care to hear from any of you guys. Like I don't care if the cop dies on the night. I don't care about the reads. Like I don't care about any of it. So I'll instantly formal sleep and want to push the vote because I don't care what anyone has to say. I'm sorry that hurts your feelings, but that's just kind of how I am. In terms of reads, I think that Wiggles is probably town. I don't know if it makes. I don't know if it makes sense to put Steven as Mafia and then like him not push the mislynch onto Ben. So like, doesn't really make sense for him to do that. But like, and I also don't think that Mafia would be. I think Mafia would be like, oh, I think it'd be smart to not put the first Mafia in on like the first go, just because like it makes. I mean, it's retarded. It makes no sense. But knowing most of you guys in here, like that would probably be something that you guys would be like, oh, that's a probably good idea. And considering, wait, so who is left? Spectrum, Mr. Gnome, and Dave Dobb. Like, there's a terrible Mafia in there. So I don't think the Mafia had that great of strategy this game, anyways. Also, I don't know. Wait, sorry. Yeah, what up, Steve?
I don't get how you think it doesn't make any sense to not give any read on me or Wiggles.
It's so
wait. Let me.
It's so dumb. It's a waste of my time. You guys are gonna be there the next day.
So was it a waste of your time to give any reads today? Because before you,
I understand.
Mafia in the game, guaranteed.
Well, you haven't given any reads today.
I have given my read. Joey, I don't want you to talk during my formal, TJ. I want you to put your hand to the camera right now. Put your hand to the camera. Put your hand to the camera. Put your hand to the camera. Don't put it down.
Joey, can I finish?
Do you see how I want to sleep today? I don't want to lynch, but I still want information.
Yes, I mean, I don't really know how the night zero stuff works. So like, there's 4 people left. Like, so there's gonna be 2 confirmed towns, right? Because one of this is gonna be the night.
It's funny
zero.
How Joey's talking to me like I'm town.
One's gonna be the night zero. No, I'm just telling you, like, I don't give a shit about any of your opinions because like you're always wrong on me. Just like it doesn't matter. Like you just go like, oh, Joey's trying. He's probably town.
Joey, I'm just saying, wouldn't you want to give your opinions at least on me and Wiggles? Because either one of us could have been Mafia, or you could even just said, I think they're both town.
No, because I can just say it the next day.
But why?
Well, because why not? It's a waste of my time. I can do it the next day. Like, everyone's just like, you know,
don't you want to provide that information regardless?
You're not putting up, your win rate's not going up by spending those extra 10 minutes in the day. Like, you're just wasting.
You didn't have to spend 10 minutes. You could have spent 20 seconds.
Not necessary. By the way, I agree with Rick. Because
I think we sleep
twice, and then we get a.
Can we just kill Mafia, then we can kill the confirmed Mafia tomorrow? Like it's really easy. It's really easy, Ramza.
How about this?
Kill Joey the Mafia today, and then we can kill him tomorrow.
Okay, I want this.
Can I defend you for a second?
I don't want to hear your
What
defense.
is wrong with you?
This is what I want to do. I want to do this, okay?
I think we should kill Joey.
It's a mechanics thing.
No, just fucking kill him!
It's my formal. This is what I want to do. We lynch me, okay? I flip his town, and then you guys lynch TJ tomorrow, no matter if there's even a confirmed Mafia. And then you listen to him bitch, oh, Joey's not even trying. Joey's not doing anything. I want to hear him do that.
Well, you won't be talking, so it'll be pretty easy.
Do that for 4 entire minutes, and then I want to vote on him. So I want to do that. Like, if we're cool with doing that, put your hand to the camera in like 30 seconds.
That's fine with me.
To Ramza and Ben, I would lynch the crap out of Joey, but I'm following you guys.
Why do you keep saying
It's a
that?
mechanics thing. I can explain it tomorrow.
If Joey is Mafia and we lynch him, we win the game almost certainly if we get the 50-50. 66%.
All right, if you'd like to push or rescind.
Mechanics.
Push
No,
or
if you're
rescind.
right on
All
me, you
right.
win the game, right?
Joey, you have 10 seconds.
If you lynch me correctly, you win the game because there's going to be one Vigi and one 9-0, so you just lynch the next 2 people. But you're wrong on me, so like good luck with that. Let's lynch TJ tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to talk, but that's what I'll be saying like when I'm muted. I'm just
All right, if you'd like to vote on Joey, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
So stupid. Like, Greg, why are you so bad?
Jan tried to hammer me.
I just want more info. We can.
Let me explain it. Yeah, let me explain the reason why.
Jan voted early on
we're
purpose.
forcing- okay. So what I think personally, let me just explain to everyone before we formal sleep, is that
I don't understand why everyone's so terrible at lynching Joey when he's out.
because there's a potential 2 dead mafias still, because tomorrow they have the ability to wake up to like the way that numbers work.
The thing that you have to worry about is
Also, I'll be right back really quick.
if there is actually one alive, or if there's 2 alive. What if they try waking up 3 tonight?
Like, he's not even trying to find the Mafia. That's so annoying.
Listen,
it's obviously Mafia.
Joey tomorrow.
I think he's
asleep.
I think he's very
shit.
likely Mafia, but I want to hear from if we get the 50-50 tomorrow, we know that Mafia have to watch.
Oh.
I want to hear what confirmed Mafia have to
Like,
say.
you guys are just so stupid.
I formal sleep.
I second sleep. No one has anything to say.
All right, if you'd like to vote on sleep, raise your hand to the camera.
I'll kill
3,
TJ.
2, 1. Vote. That is enough. Go to sleep.
It's not enough. It was a tie.
Oh, I thought.
I don't know what you retards are doing.
Well, just let the time run out.
Do you guys understand how this game works?
I would rather hear from Jaleb because he's the only one that I'm questioning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like right now.
Give your reads just in case you die in the night.
All right, Joey doesn't even. Joey's not even trying to
Nobody
find the
dies
Mafia
at night.
here.
That's the joke.
So I'm not sure about Joey. He's leading scum on my list right now. I don't really like him. Like I said, I need to hear his wiggles again. Like, he hasn't said anything today, and I know he hasn't been killed yet, so he's been muted all day for no reason. Steve, I'm still unsure about. He's given some ebbs and flows, but I haven't found town read. Rick, he's pushing hard as town. I feel like he's very town. TJ feels town to me for what he's been doing, for stuff that he said today. Otherwise, I'm just trying to figure out like what worlds could be in if there is a world of who would be. Yeah, there's no freaking way to say partner alignments right now because Jan hasn't interacted with anyone.
I formal Jaleb, and there's a reason.
I formal sleep.
There's a reason I formal Jaleb.
I second Caleb. I'll never vote on this. I could listen to him talk about it.
So, all right. So there's a couple reasons I want to do this. We seem pretty split 50-50 between sleep and lynching Joey, but I'd like to give my perspective really quick on why I specifically decided to formal Jaleb. Jaleb's the first worst person to come out and actively throw scum on Steve, who is pretty internationally town red for a considerable amount of the time.
I think scum on
Steve. Secondly, he's been trying to consistently ping out Wiggles, who I'm like stupidly hard reading town, and he's like trying to throw scum on people who generally haven't had it yet. Yes, this could be a town specifically trying to figure out the game in detail, but I think more or less he's just been throwing scum on more unconfirms than trying to actively give it where he's at.
I just want to say something to you, Ben. If Joey's town, then why would he throw scum on other people when Joey's the easiest mislynch? If Jaleb's Mafia,
I'm almost done. Like the finishing part of the accusation is like right after Joey's formal. It seems like a really easy thing to do to just be like, oh yeah, I think we should have lynched Joey there and just called it a day. Like after the formal is done, like it doesn't really matter. I'd like to hear not only where you're at actively, Jaleb, but your perspective on the entire game and not just throwing a scum on two people that you haven't really given much reason for other than they haven't spoken.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's really just like trying to figure out if there probably has to be one Mafia alive here, I believe. There definitely isn't the third alive yet, because then there would have been 3 coming alive, so there's just 1. The way I've been reading it today is that I've really liked, like I said, I really liked Rick. I think he's been doing a good push on Joey. He's been doing town actions. He's been pushing everything that I've liked. TJ, he's been working, in the dumb tell that he gave earlier was something that I really liked. I think that he wouldn't do that as a Mafia. So that's where my thought is about the people that woke up today.
I have to disagree with your point, because he did that in the Resistance game that just happened.
TJ's legitimately a dumbass.
Anyway, go on.
So I'm just like analyzing a world that somehow Mafia picked up a second person on day 2. It's not something that's set in stone in any world whatsoever. I'm just saying, in a case that it somehow happened, and there has to be, we have to consider a world that there was one alive, because that there may be a one that they just throw the second one out alive, because like maybe they double meta and think that, oh, we think that they wouldn't bring someone alive day 2, so they'll bring someone alive day 2. So I'm just like trying to think of that meta and see which one would be between the 2. I'm not saying that they're both. I'm not saying that either one of them is scum right now, but I'm saying, weighing the options between the 2 of them, I would say that Wiggles would be more talented just by the stuff that he's given. I just want to confirm more of that, like, tomorrow when he talks again. Same thing. Steve, I just didn't get the screaming town read from Wiggles like he did from Wiggles did. So Steve would be the person I would worry about if they brought out a person right away day 2. Right now we have 3 kills, unless Vigi somehow does not get revived tomorrow.
Then we just sleep again.
Well, we have a lynch tomorrow, so
no, we just keep sleeping.
On the last day, we can lynch the rest of our remaining lynches. By the way, you don't have to. You don't have a limited.
Oh, I thought we were limited to 1 lynch a day.
No, on the last day, we can have all the lynches left.
Caleb, don't you think if one of the Mafia came in on day 2, they would have tried to push on Ben a little harder than me and Wiggles did? Other than
from what
stuff.
I mean,
from what I heard about the day,
I'm gonna push if you guys don't vote.
I think that they would have probably busted Jan more than Ben.
To take your 10 seconds, Yaleb, go ahead.
Yaleb, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jan, Yaleb, whatever.
Steve, your question, I don't know if they would try to bust their partner or not for town cred. So it's hard to say.
Alright, if you'd like to vote on Jalub, please raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Vote doesn't pass. You will have 2 minutes. This will be your last formal.
I fall asleep.
I second sleep.
Nice.
Alright, if you would like to vote on sleep, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Does pass this time. 6 votes. Sleep is riddled. Alright.
Will I get to keep my camera on 24/7?
Yeah.
It's just muting and unmuting. It's all you have to do.
Wait, am I allowed to keep mine on too or no?
No.
No. You're still influencing the game.
Yeah, technically you're still. Yeah, you get an invoice.
Only flips.
Yeah, right.
Only flips.
You only get to be awake at night if you get lynched, basically. Or shot.
The good part is I can just play Hearthstone while I'm doing nothing at all.
Yeah.
I
think the rules aren't very clear on this next day. It's going to be kind of confusing. Because 3 Mafia will wake up. I think I'm just going to wake the 3 up that get selected by the Mafia team. And instantly wake up the last person, who will be the Night Zero, who just becomes confirmed town. It doesn't make sense to leave them out for a day.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, because of
because like town should.
Gonna have to convince everyone to sleep for 15 minutes.
Yeah, it should just be everyone wakes up, sleep, go back to sleep again, they wake up. It's pointless. You might as well just wake them up anyway.
Yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay.
Yeah. Should be better at convincing people, Cherry. Maybe then you could convince them to sleep.
I think this game's gonna be interesting. gonna be interesting. Yeah, Freak said it's confusing because of bad numbers. So they get today. So they've used 2 lynches already. So Town has 2 lynches left, and the Vigi has a shot.
The numbers would be exactly the same if you had one more person. Just
they would actually have one more confirmed town. Yeah.
At the end, yeah, which is it'd be the same up till now. It'd be the exact same game. It's like how the night phases can be shorter as well, I guess.
Yeah.
The game's also kind of shorter.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Everyone is ready. There's no AFKs. Everyone can wake up. Everybody can wake up. I'll announce how the day 1 went. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn my camera over. Alright, so today will be a 25-minute day. You will use 2 lynches and 1 day Vigi shot. The day 1 began with Gnome, Dave, and Mr. waking up. Your night 0 kill was Spectrum. The day begins.
Okay, so hopefully Spectrum's not the Vigi.
Spectrum, please don't be the Vigi.
Are you?
I told you I don't know why you guys lynched me. I am the Vigi.
You're killed night 0.
That's so sick.
Oh yeah, I was killed.
Is that random?
That's so bad.
That's horrible luck.
Is that honestly mean like we just don't get that lynch?
So do we get that shot then or no?
Yeah, we get the shot, but we just don't have a confirmed.
We don't have a 50-50
we don't get a
now. We have a
confirmed
33%.
Yeah, so we have one between No Name and Mister, and one between Wiggle, Steve, Joey, Jaleb, TJ, and Rick.
And Dave Dobb. Fuck Dave Dobb.
Well, I said that. Gnome, Dave, and Mister. There's one between Gnome, Dave, and Mister.
All right, I want to hear no.
Wait, is it confirmed that there's one between the 3 of us?
Yes, it's confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed? Okay.
Yeah, Dave, Gnome, and Mister. What's your read on
Probably
Joey?
Gnome, because Gnome hates playing Mafia, so of course she would leave herself for last. She doesn't have to play.
She's also so cute that everyone would want to put her in the game.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, Rick.
People would want to put her in one word, right?
Rick's truly an idiot.
She could just smile and just...
I'm convinced. So now we can
I just need to... Okay, I need to figure out which one it is between Gnome and Mister now.
I would kill Gnome.
Yeah, I'd kill Gnome. I'm okay with Joey. I'm pretty sure Joey's town.
I still think Jaleb's Mafia here, but...
You're okay with Joey, Mister?
Why is that,
Mister? Oh, so sick. When I actually have to start trying, the game makes sense.
Why is that, Mister? Oh, because you're gonna get lynched today if you don't.
Oh yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah.
TJ, you gotta lynch a branch.
TJ, nailed it.
What?
You're so fucking stupid. Like if Joey doesn't get lynched
I love
today,
how Mister
I'm gonna
just like, let's ignore Dave Dobb. Let's kill Gnome today.
Mister, why do you think Joey is town?
Wait, no, it's like, so wait. So if Gnome is Mafia, right? I'm like pretty much town, right? Because I gave town pretty much auto.
Mister,
right?
why do you think that Joey is town?
Spectrum, just blind shoot Gnome.
Mister, why do you think Joey is town?
You probably, like, as stupid as you may think it is, I read what he was doing as I just want to cut the bullshit and just
blind shoot Gnome right now. Just blindly, just close your eyes and shoot
Spectrum,
it.
if you shoot anybody, shoot Joey, but hang on for a minute.
I didn't like. It's like Joey and TJ are 2 ends of the opposite spectrum. They should build.
Yeah, TJ's on the autism spectrum.
Both
formal Mister.
More towards the middle.
Joey, like, I want to kill you just for saying that, but I have to actually play
Alright, Gnome seconded my formal on Mister. I think the way that Mister just responded to me asking him why reading.
Yeah, I seconded the formal. I want to hear.
Okay. So the reason, the way that he just responded to me saying why he's reading Joey as town sounded really scummy. He was like really hesitant to give his answer, and I think that it's a really weak answer as well. Like it's
I didn't even hear
something.
it.
It's something he said. As dumb as you think it might be, I was reading what Joey did yesterday as someone who just wanted to cut the bullshit and get on with the game. But the way that he said it sounded really scummy, and he was like really hesitant to give the read. I think that he's just like something. I don't know. I feel like it's a really easy read to give, and it just sounded really weird the way that he gave it. So I think he's Mafia.
Well, I am town, and any hesitancy you felt or heard was because Joy was talking, and I'm not the one to interrupt.
Well, I can still hear it now, so I don't think so.
Do you think he's more Mafia than Joey?
Yeah.
I think Dave Dobbs never Mafia. That's my early read. So we do have a 50-50.
All I know from Dave Dobb is this.
Is that all anyone ever reads me off? God damn. That and the blending.
Actually, I'm okay with Dave. I'm okay with Dave Dobb right now. I still feel probably between Dave Dobb and Gnome. I believe it's Gnome. I'd be okay with Lynching.
How okay are you with Dave Dobb?
Yeah, and why Gnome?
Yeah, why Gnome over Dave Dobb?
Yep.
Just from the way I've read Dave Dobb in the past.
It's very interesting that you're making reads on the people that just.
We're killing this guy.
What does that mean, mister?
There is no way we're not killing this guy.
Why are you giving reads on people that just came into the game instead of the read on which of the Mafia the previous 6 was?
Because I know for 100% there has to be a
For 100%, the previous 6 people that came in the game, there's 1 Mafia in us.
And there's okay. Do you want me to go through the 6 that I'm not 100% on, or 2, which is a 50-50?
I want you to go through why you read Dave Dobb.
Go within our 6.
I voted.
What did you say, Gnome?
Okay, so I want you to tell me why you're okay with Dave Dobb. You said it's because of the way I've previously read him. Like, what does that mean?
I feel I've had a pretty good read on him in the past, and just from what I've seen.
Explain it to us.
You're reading me differently than you read me last game. This guy's lying.
Yeah.
He's Mafia. You're killing him.
So I don't. So we don't understand what's your previous read, and how is what he's done this game align with that?
I also feel that currently Dave Dobb is trying to meta me, also because of the way in the beginning of the game he told me that he was going to act completely differently.
Did you not hear my question? Or are you ignoring?
Yes, I did. I'm going into it. Yes, my read is that in the past he's been more confident as Mafia and less confident as Town. And right now, from what he said in the beginning, I feel he's trying to meta it, and I feel that he is trying to reverse specifically what I said my read was.
Yeah, I think this guy's Town. I think Gnome's Mafia.
You're so bad.
Yo, no, this guy is the Mafia. I didn't say a single word from me. See confidence from me. This guy is Mafia. He's lying to your face. You're killing him.
Okay, I'll vote on it.
Well, I mean, if you lie to my face.
I'm actually kind of liking Steve now because he's trying to look for an auto.
I'm fine with that. Oh my god.
We know more about Joey than we do about these 3, and I would. If
What the fuck? You don't know shit about
the first
me.
person we should kill is probably.
You don't know anything about my life.
I want to hear these 3 talk about the previous 6 and figure
I
that
want to see
person out
Spectrum
first.
shoot Gnome and then laugh as she flips Mafia.
Joey, right now, if I'm
Well, if Mister flips Town, we're always lynching Gnome, and then we're shooting you.
No, shoot Gnome. If Gnome is Mafia, then I'm
I
confirmed.
think if we shoot Joey, we'll have a better chance of figuring out the game.
I think you
Yes,
should
I
shoot
agree.
Ram.
I
He's
agree.
a terrible no child.
I agree.
Like if
I
you
feel-
shoot Joey and Joey flips
Alright,
Mafia,
I'm
I'll vote on
ready.
this guy.
Going a lot
I'm
better
ready.
before
I think
you
Joey
fought
is busting Gnome.
I die for your sins.
I don't think you guys should shoot Joey because
I die for your sins. Let's do it. I'm ready.
I think we kill Joey before anyone else. I don't want to vote on this guy yet. I would vote on him, but I want to Joey first.
It makes more sense to kill him first because we know that there's like if
should
he's
receive-
Town, we know Gnome is
Over. The form was over on Mister. Would you like to push your
Push to
rescind?
vote. Push to
Listen,
vote. If he's
Miss-
Town, we know Gnome is Mafia. If he's
Mister, you have 10 seconds.
I never said I knew Gnome was Mafia, but I
Town, saying I know.
There.
okay. Well, I feel Gnome is Mafia over Dave Dobb, and I explained why I felt Dave Dobb was not Mafia.
All right. If you would like to vote on Mister, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the hell is wrong with you?
4, 5.
I think we.
Wait, did Jan
Follow Joey. I follow Joey.
I second Joey.
Okay, I'll make real quick. There's a form on Joe. Quiet, please. Just a second. Okay, so just so we're making things clear, there is no immunity in this day at all. So if you choose to come back to Mister, he is not immune. Form was on Joey.
That's like a miss always.
You think that Gnome is more Mafia than
Wait,
Mister?
Definitely.
Regardless of yesterday, I know that you're Mafia.
Is that it? We good? Why is no one talking? It's so
I
awkward.
just think
It's his accusation on you. It's your formal.
My formal is shoot Gnome. Any Mafia. Why do you think Gnome is Mafia over Mister?
Because I can tell. You just look at her and
you can tell. Yeah.
Well, you can't tell shit because you're calling a town Mafia.
You slept for 3 nights so that you could come out into this day and say nothing about the game except that someone.
Because he knows something. He's not trying to evaluate anything. You guys are fucking terrible for not listening yesterday.
I made a Nutella sandwich during one of the days, but I had my phone on, like on the counter, to try and listen to it.
You're not town.
And then the other day, I played Nosgoth, but I was still listening to the game, and it was pretty obvious that he was town.
Jay, what do you think of a TJ?
I think we should shoot Gnome in the face.
What do you think of a TJ?
I want to shoot Gnome.
I think they're.
Joey, what do you think about TJ? There, I'll ask it.
Why?
Right. So Rick, if you think they're together, we could have lynched Mister, and then we would have had Gnome confirm Mafia, and then we just kill Joey and win the game.
I would kill Gnome before Mister.
Totally.
Like,
doesn't matter which one we kill first.
Kind of it does, because if we're wrong on Joey, like I do really think Joey's.
Yes, that's why we killed Joey
not
first.
to lose, bro.
You guys
also gotta look at the case.
Like if Joey is town,
like if we mislinked Joey, we're in Milo, which is the weird thing.
When I flipped town, we agreed to not allow TJ to whine his way out of dying. Like that.
Why would I die? So you think that I'm Mafia?
Because you're gonna be like, oh, Joey wasn't even.
So you're saying that you think I'm Mafia?
No, I'm just saying that you should die for being a retard and not actually evaluating the game. You're
because you evaluated the game.
You're blaming me for the exact same thing that you're actually doing. I don't know what you're fucking complaining about when you're actually not doing anything. All you're doing is calling me Mafia. You don't even know about this game. You don't have a read on a single other person other than me.
Sorry, I just tried to formally kill Mister. You fucking idiot!
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I to go to sleep instead of get a read on.
Mister was super Mafia.
Why would I ever stay awake if I know there might not be a Mafia alive? It's retarded.
Oh my god.
I'd like to hear from Ramza and Ben their input on Joey. I think that if you think.
I think Joey's obvious Mafia.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
I think it's either like my ideas is either it's Joey Mister or Jaleb TJ.
Let's do it. I think you guys should push for a.
It can't be Jaleb TJ.
So people.
We find out a lot of info from Joey. I think
no, you're right. You're right.
It mechanically cannot be Jaleb TJ.
Cannot be. No.
I pushed the vote. I pushed the vote.
Who has a formal?
I don't know.
Yours truly.
Yeah, he does.
All right, go for it. I die for your sins. Go push. Okay, that's fine.
Kill Mr. or Gnome first. That's a weird thing.
It's not stalling. Like I just want to make sure everyone gets like as much awkward Joey-ness in his formal to make sure.
Not awkward at all. Honestly, though, I'm honestly like fed up. You guys are gonna read me for being not.
No, like I don't know if we should kill Joey first, regardless of how Mafia he is.
Like everyone's a retard, so I have to make sure you hear how awkward Joey is like, for the full time.
Because like with Mr. and Gnome, we would have if we kill either Mr. or Gnome, we have.
It doesn't matter which order.
It doesn't matter, Dave.
It matters to me and
Dave. If Joey's Mafia and he flips Mafia, everyone thinks you're town. We win the game.
Formal. I push to vote.
I push to vote.
If it's 10 seconds, if you'd like to vote on Joey, raise your hand.
Formal TJ.
Camera
TJ,
in 3, 2, 1, vote.
Formal TJ. Formal TJ. Formal TJ.
Joey, please mute.
Formal TJ.
All right, Joey is dead. Has been lynched and flips as Vanilla Town.
No.
I told you we should have lynched Joey
all
first.
Right, you guys have
what a terrible player.
13 minutes. You have 1 Vigi shot and 1 lynch.
I think it's Steve. Just to be clear, I do think it's I have a town read on everyone else.
Yeah, I can see it being Steve.
Yeah. I think we should look at Mr. like dead. That's all I want.
Wow.
This guy is Mafia.
Do you think it's Gnome over Steve over Mr.
Shot until we lynch.
Dude, I've never seen Mr. play. Like Dave, you've seen him
play. I've seen him play. When he played yesterday, he was like super confident and like pinged me out instantly. He was not this nervous. This game he came out all nervous and stuttery and with zero confidence whatsoever. On top of the fact that he lied about the way he read me.
What do you think he says?
Bullshit. I think he's Mafia.
What do you think he says about you trying to meta him because you know?
I jokingly pregame told him, "Oh, I'll come out with more confidence as town just to screw with your read." But I hadn't said anything at that point, and he still gave me a town read for trying to meta. I think that's him having TMI and calling me town.
Oh, dude, I just don't want to lose to Gnome.
Can we please evaluate TJ? Like now that we know Joey is town.
TJ is still town. I don't care.
TJ's still town.
I still don't know if Rick's town actually either.
I think. Hold on, really quick. Spectrum. I think it's a good idea to shoot
In a
Mister.
world where Jan is the mafia that comes brings
really
himself.
bad.
Lose if he's wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I completely agree. I think it's.
Are you a Davigi? Like, I don't understand why everyone's saying.
He's a Davigi, yes. He's a Davigi. He's pretty much sure.
To be honest, we should never use the Vigi at this point because we have enough lynches till we're done. We should never shoot them.
What, Steve?
Oh no, we have to. We have to.
We have 2 lynches and a Vigi shot. That's all we get.
Like it was a split vote. Hold on.
Oh no, wait, no, we have 1 lynch and a Vigi shot.
Let me explain my logic really quick, if I could, please. Go ahead, Noam, and I'll explain my logic.
I guess what I'm saying is we shouldn't shoot without hearing.
You get like a flip. If Mr. flips Mafia, we know for a fact that David and me are turned at that point. If you shot me, I flipped 10, then you know it was probably Mr. Because
right, but the game's
the game's over. If you're town, no.
We have to hit twice in a row now.
Have to hit.
Which is why we should lynch Mr. or Gnome first, like I said.
So my logic. Hold on. My logic, really quick.
We're talking about a 33% chance. If we missed Gnome and then said, okay, now we have Mr., we have 1 to go between 6.
Yeah, we get it. We get the.
From a mathematical standpoint, we had to do.
Also, can I get the votes on Mr. really quick? Because it's really important.
It's never Dave. Joey was like certain it was Gnome. He's town. Like.
He's a dumbass, though.
Hold on, can somebody read me the votes on fucking Mister?
On Mister, it was
Me,
Ramza,
Chippy.
Ramza, Wiggles, Dave, and Gnome.
All right, why didn't you vote Steve?
All right, so
'Cause I didn't want to lynch him first. I wanted to kill
Alright,
Joey first.
I think Mister is a really good shot because a lot of
Dave's
those I'm reading
Mafia,
pretty
but-
hardcore
I agree.
down.
Spectrum, I think I'm willing to lose if you shoot Mister and we're wrong.
his Pharma was
Yeah.
so awkward. I don't know why people.
Mister?
Like,
I think if you shoot him and we lose, I'll take the blame for it.
No, Spectrum.
I'll take the blame for it,
I'll
too.
keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
I'm just trying to think, like, do we want to see the vote logic first if we get a lynch correctly, or do we want?
I think it's Steve and Mister.
First,
Joey, are you cool with the lynch on Mister?
because we can get logic from it either way.
Who
Like,
wants to kill Gnome?
How about you, Jan? Should I lynch Mister?
Those are. Well, I don't know if he thinks it's TJ, but he wants to kill him.
Like the reason further I think it's Mister is because both Gnome and Dave voted. Like,
Gnome as Mafia.
Dave
does
didn't.
defend town.
yeah, I voted. I pre-voted.
Listen, you guys. From my point of view, like,
Dave is wrong, and Gnome is Mafia.
good per Sugar Tony, like watch him, like the way he's reacting, the way he's like interacting seems super tiny. And Mr. Shawarma like was the most awkward thing in the world. Like he was, really, like stuttering. He was really like not comfortable, and he wasn't like doing like flow of words or whatever. It was just really awkward.
I'll kill Mister for the loss. To be honest, like I'm leaning towards Gnome, but I'm not that certain on it. I certainly, if you guys all think it's Mister, we can do that.
Just want to say that and be right at the end of the game regardless, right?
Yeah, no matter what, that was right.
Two things
If Gnome's Mafia, I deserve to lose this game, but I'm like 100% sure it's Mister.
I just don't want to throw the game.
So Gnome as Mafia likes to defend people that she knows is town. Like, so her defense of Joey there makes me believe Joey more that she could be Mafia. In addition, if Gnome is Mafia, she always wakes herself up last, period. She's not going to want to play as Mafia the entire game. So that, in my opinion, leads more toward Gnome being Mafia. Although Mister was incredibly awkward, I agree with that. Even then, Gnome was like, I don't even know if we should kill Mister. Like, that should be the person that she for sure wants to kill.
I will say,
At the very beginning, when we were putting pressure on him, you said you weren't sure if we should kill him.
No,
like before he got
I said
formal.
Joey. I said Joey. I said Mister. I wanted to hear from him. I seconded his formal. Why the fuck would I say like I did it? I seconded his formal because I wanted to hear from him.
What made you want to hear from him?
Because I wanted to hear from him and I wanted to hear from Dave Dobb. But like during Mr. Swirl when Dave Dobb was like chiming up, like I began to read him was like super tiny. But I wanted to hear from them both because it was like a 50-50 for me. And if I know which ones.
I think you kill Mister.
I have a question. If we shoot incorrectly but lynch correctly, what happens?
Still lose.
We still lose because you still have only 1 KP and there's still 2 Mafia.
We have to hit both in a row now.
My worlds are Mister and Rick and Gnome and Jalen.
No, Mister and Steve.
I'm not with Mister Ramza. If he is Mafia, we might lose.
I'm almost more sure that Steve is Mafia now than Mister is Mafia.
Like I thought TJ was
TJ, are you sure?
I need to reevaluate now that Joey flipped town, but
I had Steve and Joey as the only untown out of those 6. the only like didn't have a hard town read on. Wiggles like disappeared off the.
The only people I'm uncommon on is Rick, Steve, and Wiggles. The reason I'm unsure on Wiggles is because Wiggles actually came out and he felt like he had to say, "Oh well, they probably put in two town." I found that kind of awkward, and then he kind of just sat back, kind of stone faced during most of the game, which is kind
Dave
of.
Dobb, I was the
weird.
first person in the town read you hard. Like as soon as you spoke, I said we're never killing Dave Dobb. I was the first person this day to say that. So if you are town, if I am right, that brings it to a 50-50, right? You know who else did that?
Yeah.
Chippy was the first person to hard town read Ben on day one.
No, that was me.
No, it was Chippy. You brought credit for it, but it was Chippy is the one that like hard town read him after the Hearthstone thing, and then refused to reevaluate him as anything else. He was the first one to be certain. You did say he was town, but Chippy.
Yeah.
Like I'm certain that you are town because I'm the town like in that final 3 situation. Like I would not narrow it down.
Watch the VOD together later, Memento style, but it's good.
No, I'm pretty sure that's.
That's kind of interesting, actually. I'm willing to. Like you're the weakest of my potential mafia reads.
Yeah,
but...
dude. I just think it's Gnome, and
why is everybody ignoring that? It could be Jaleb as well. I haven't heard Jaleb's name in a long time.
I thought Jaleb was town.
Do you want to lose this game? Like, why aren't you trying to convince us that you're town?
She's been speaking up.
I think Mr.
He's talked like a lot of the game.
And I think that if you guys just like, I don't know if we're shooting first or
like TJ, you're saying this. You're saying that about Gnome. What about Mister? Who's the only thing he said since
Gnome's played a lot more
was that I was wrong and Gnome is mafia. That's all he said since his
Gnome's played a lot more than Mister.
I think it's a 50 between.
And your point.
Time for us to leave the game.
I mean, I think my point should be obvious.
Dude, Spectre might trust you.
I'm gonna talk to Mister right now. Right now, 80% of town are killing you today. If you're town, we lose the game very shortly. So what do you have to think about that?
Well, I feel that if it's such a large margin, that should be saying something more to.
How about you just convince us that you're town?
Well, 80% of the town is town. 20% is mafia.
Was he this awkward yesterday?
Dave says no.
I wasn't
even game yesterday, or do you?
Yeah, I played one game. I can only say that my.
Yeah, I did.
So, like, do you want to die, Mister? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can see pretty much I can see the writing on the wall, but I can say that any awkwardness, you're obviously seeing, that is not alignment indicative. But
completely disagree.
Yo,
man, playing one game.
Mister, if you think Gnome,
I want to kill Mister.
I like this guy.
Gnome's partner.
Gnome's partner. I was thinking it was TJ, but I have changed my read on that.
All right, so
I think Jaleb's town, but
I don't know why, but I just mesmerized by Jan's dancing.
I want Spectrum to go. We've got 4 minutes.
Fucking shoot Steve.deck.
I apologize if I'm wrong here, guys. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Can you like say out loud who you're shooting first?
Talk with the town about it.
Because what does it matter at that point? No,
I want to like talk to you, man.
I'm not gonna shoot the.
As long as it's Mister.
Whatever. This game's retarded.
Like, don't shoot like
No, Mister or Gnome.
Don't shoot
Indy for its day.
Sounds like you've had a good hard life, Gnome.
I think.
Good thing it's over.
Are you serious?
Gnome is dead. And flips as mafia.
Yes.
You're like so wrong. This game. Holy shit.
Dave Dobb.
The last one is.
I'm sorry. I publicly apologize to Mister.
Kill TJ.
Don't ever kill me.
No,
Get
don't.
Stop. Dave Dobb, you think I'm mafia? Do you think I'm mafia?
TJ who pushed
No, I don't think you're mafia, Rick. You're town. I'm okay with you.
Whoa. TJ who pushed the mislynch on Joey. TJ who tried to push the mislynch on Mister. You think
all of my lynches were perfectly.
You know what? I don't care. I'm confirmed down.
all of my lynches are perfectly reasonable. And the fact that you don't agree with that, Steve, is
being confirmed down, sir.
I still want lynch between Steve and TJ.
I agreed with the Joey lynch.
That's fine. You can formal me, and I'll kill you them.
I don't think TJ's ever mafia. I want to kill
think
between
TJ's
Steve.
mafia.
I want to kill between Steve and Wiggles. Only Wiggles.
No, I don't want to kill Wiggles.
Then let's go, Steve.
Yeah, I formal Steve.
Never me.
Steve.
It's
Second Steve.
And I believe. Oh my god.
I think it's TJ. I don't know.
I can't wait. No accusation?
I don't know who formal.
I give it.
It wasn't me.
Who formaled him? I didn't formal.
I seconded.
All right.
Who formal? Okay.
Pretty sure someone formaled him.
So Steve's confirmed town. Welcome to the confirmed town. So
Look, TJ pushed on Joey.
Steve confirmed town.
Like we all thought Joey was Mafia, but it was really just Joey not giving a shit.
Steve is the Mafia.
TJ tried to push on Mister.
I saw even Wiggles thinking
TJ pushed on Mister and hard sided with
like what the fuck is this logic you're putting out now? Like
smirk on his face.
Just because they played bad in their town, that means I should have been reading them town.
Dude, because you weren't in the game when I was. When
I think we need more time to talk without people
woken up with Wiggles. Steve was the one most proactively trying to solve the game. He tried to consider the world where Ben could potentially be Mafia.
Yeah, and Ben was
decide between Ben and Jan. No bullshit. If you looked at the way he was analyzing the game, he was trying to think of the world where Ben is town.
So who is it, Ramza?
And then he also analyzed the third.
I just want to bring this into the game. TJ he's like, why can't all Mafia be alive? And then he's like, I think there could. And then he went and read the rules, and he came back in. He's like, I'm reading the fucking rules for this stupid game. I don't see anything that means all the Mafia can't be alive. Like he was dumb telling hard. I don't think he was aggressively doing that as Mafia. So I mean, if you think it's not Steve,
is it
it's
possible
TJ.
that he thought?
I think it's probably.
I think it's still possible Wiggles is Mafia.
When Jaleb and Joey got woken up, I thought there was one between Joey and Jaleb. Jaleb's reads so far this game have been.
Where's your teammates to pillowcase you, Wiggles?
Can we turn off Joey's webcam somehow?
Wiggles, the first person was supposed to come on Steve, and in addition, Ben picked up on that as well, who's also confirmed town. And then today, I don't know if anyone heard it, but he decided to try to flip on Steve and town read him. In my opinion, that's him trying
Ramza, what are you saying about, I did not say
Jaleb.
No.
Nah, dude, I like that guy, man.
He's like, I think Steve's more town now. Jaleb said it.
I said he was more town than Wiggles, because Wiggles hasn't said stuff today. I just seconded Steve's formal. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's.
I formal Wiggles.
No,
formal Jaleb.
Yeah, it's formal Wiggles. Reason I'm formaling Wiggles is I played one game with you. You were town red for speaking up as a new player earlier. You said a lot of good things. You did that this game, and then you lurked for the whole rest of the game. And then
disagree entirely.
You were under a lot of pressure in your formal, like you are now. We're probably gonna lynch you, maybe lose the game if you're town.
Wow.
I just want to get a read on you.
Okay.
Last time it was easy.
This guy's town, Rick.
I have a shitty mic. It's hard for me to get my piece in without people just talking over me. What I'm trying to say there, just before you formal to me, is just can we try and evaluate the Mafia team that would put Jan in first? If it's Gnome, Jaleb, and Jan, I feel like that's an obvious Jan go in. If it's TJ, I think TJ wants to go in and play the game. Dave Dobb wouldn't. So
I'm confirmed down.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not Dave.
I would never put Gnome in last. Well, I guess if I was Mafia with her, but I would never. What I just did I tried to get it off of Mister and onto Gnome so fucking hard, and you guys would not listen. Somehow Spectrum saved the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I was the only one, and it probably isn't. Maybe it's not TJ, but I feel like I was the only one actually trying to even consider that it was TJ.
Why would I bust in Lilo?
Because we have 2 kills. If you can make sure we kill a Mafia,
Mister was dying.
It was easy for if I'm Mafia, it was easy for me to bust Jan, but I don't think I could pull that off. As Mafia, I mean, I think when I came in, I was really towny, and I just don't think it's possible that this the way everyone's communicating. There's no way that it's all town talking to each other. There's definitely people
I'm willing
who are
to lose
opposing
to
lines
this guy
talking.
if he's Mafia.
Okay, I've
so fucking down Wiggles.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what I said in the game that I want to sound.
And I don't think it's
Steve.Dick.
Stop. So what I didn't want to. Okay, I speak again, Wiggles. This is why I formed you. Wiggles, this is why I formed you. I don't want to say it in your formal, but last time when you lurked the entire game when you were Mafia, we formed you. You panicked, you pushed the vote at a minute and a half. You didn't really have anything to say. So that's the polar opposite of what just happened in this game. So I wanted to solidify a town lead on you. I do think Steve is the last Mafia.
I don't think it's Steve, but I mean,
okay. So we don't have a lot of time to talk about other things. I'm going to address this to Wiggles, and Ramza. Yeah. This is why you should think I'm not town. There's no reason for me not to. I gave Mister a podium when I said everyone thinks that you're Mafia and they're gonna kill you here. If you're town, what do you think about that?
Rick literally could have said nothing.
There's no reason to I let Mister die. The game ends. Oh, I even push scum on him. That's obvious. TJ's pushing on it. That's obvious. I
don't think anyone's pushing scum on you.
Jaleb came
Yo, Jaleb, you want to fucking lose the game, or you want to convince that you're town?
I'm fucking town. I'm pretty sure it's Steve. The formal on Wiggles is dumb right now, but
maybe town red more than Wiggles.
The formal is never to kill me; it's just to get me to talk.
It's either Jaleb or Steve.
The formal was just to get him to talk.
No, I think
it's either TJ or Steve.
Don't be mad at this formal because before this formal, not everyone.
I think Jaleb's.
I know I'm not dying here.
We all know he's town. It's a great formal.
Why do you think Jaleb is town?
I liked his
Where you at,
I liked
Jake?
his formal.
Where
What
you
day was it? Day
Ben
3 or whatever.
Same
I would
name,
kill
Jaleb,
Jaleb or
Rick
TJ.
or TJ.
I think it's Jaleb.
You're never
I agree,
killing me.
Wiggles. I would kill
Jesus
Jaleb.
Christ.
I agree, TJ. I agree, but
Don't say my name,
It's
Ramza.
either Jaleb or Steve. Like, there's no one else.
I think it's Jaleb, then TJ, then Rick, then Steve. If that was my order, if we had more time, which we don't.
I
that would be my
think you take Rick out of that conversation completely,
Rick
and
is
me.
I'm trying to figure out TJ's like
TJ
reaching
just
in
won
desperation or
an
not. I
entire
don't know.
resistance
Like,
game.
it's fucking Steve that dick.
It's Steve.
It's
And
not
TJ's been doing too much.
I'll
dumb
lose
telling
to
this
Steve.
game.
Look at him.
I love how TJ is trying to rile me up by
TJ,
calling me
you
Steve
and
that
Rick-
dick.
You and Rick can flame the shit out of me if Steve's not the best game. I'll take the blame. There's a reason why I made it to Final 3.
Why do you always say this?
Spectrum,
You couldn't even put your counter
the blame.
shitter.
Spectrum, what do you think?
Ramza, you don't even make. Ramza, you usually don't make it past day 1. How the hell do you make it to Final 3?
I don't even
I
pushing
think
a
mistake
vote.
a lot.
I remember that, Dave.
I'm
I
gonna.
think you should push here so that
I'm not.
There's
pushing
no
you.
immunity. It doesn't matter.
I don't
Nobody's
care. I'm
gonna
rescinding.
vote.
The only thing that could happen is we could accidentally lose.
I'm rescinding the vote. I rescind.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
There's only 5 people that it could be.
Like,
I'm
if
never
it was-
voting
if it
on
was
Rick.
up
I'm
to
never
me-
voting on Wiggles.
It's
hold on,
Steve.
chill. Spectrum, can I hear where you're at right now? Because you're also confirmed.
Yeah, from the 5 people it can be, I don't believe it's Jaleb or Wiggles, which leaves us with 3. TJ.
Why is everyone reading Jaleb Town? I don't understand.
I'm not.
I honestly
I'm not.
wouldn't mind, seeing as I took the gamble and shot Gnome, I wouldn't even mind losing this game for killing TJ for being just a dumbass all game.
Oh, dude.
How the fuck have I been a dumbass bitch? You want to fucking get flamed?
Bring it on,
trying to
TJ.
go
I'm not worried about it. All you've done all game long is done the mathematical wrong moves to try to lose this for Town. You either did that as a dumbass Town or as a Mafia. Either way, we lose because you're a dumbass Town, or we win because you're a Mafia. At this point, I would love to put
I haven't
your ass
played
on the
bad at
ground.
all.
I think it's Steve, man.
Joey is the happiest person in the Zoom right now after hearing that. I'm just gonna.
Joey's fucking retard.
I would lose to
Go
Jaleb.
eat your fucking Shabbat dinner,
Just blame
bitch.
it all on Joey and TJ.
I really think it's Jalen.
TJ.
No.
I also think it's Jaleb, but
Spectrum,
I,
I
like,
really
really
thought
think I really thought Jaleb was Town.
Jalen's Town because that's where I'm gonna go.
All right. I don't have a good accusation against Steve, so before I formal him, I'm gonna give my town reads on everyone else. All right, Jaleb, I really like his contribution as a newer player. I really like that he was the first person to give like a hard town read on Wiggles on the following day and had elaborated on that. It sounded really good. He's never really fallen off
I
since.
disagree.
Wiggles' formal. I don't care if you disagree. Wiggles' formal was obviously really town. I'm gonna believe that TJ didn't aggressively dumb tell for like 5 minutes while he was like looking up the rules because he actually thought all 3 Mafia could be in. So it's
I have done other things, Towny Rick.
Who else is it? Who does it have to be between?
Me, TJ, Jaleb, you, Wiggles.
I formal
Okay,
Jaleb.
Jaleb, Wiggles. I know it's me. I know it's Steve.
There's
I
10
know it's someone
seconds.
else. I formal Steve.
Second
Steve.
Second, Steve.
Oh.
Yeah, also, you were the first person to like.
This is why it can't be
the direction
Steve.
of Ben, and it did get
I
caught.
don't understand what you're saying, Ben. There's only one Mafia alive.
Like, it did work. It didn't.
Yeah, but okay, of the 5 potential Mafia,
Is on
of the
Steve.
5 potential Mafia, 3
No
seconds.
accusation time. 4
That's
minutes
it.
ago.
All
I'm
right.
never voting here.
Jalen, TJ,
What are you
Rick, all
doing? Just
confirmed.
fucking listen
Just so-
and figure out if he's Mafia or not.
Well, let me talk then. Just to make sure that everybody knows, the only person that could be Mafia left is either Wiggles, me, Jaleb, TJ, or Rick. That's the only person it could be. One of us 5. I believe Rick is town the way that he's pushed is very towny. He's trying to solve the game. I believe Wiggles is super towny. Just from everything that he said when we first came into the game and since then. He's done nothing that has made me think that he's not towny. So it has to be, because I know I'm town, it has to be between TJ and Jaleb. Jaleb pushed on me a little bit, which is like kind of scummy, especially when it was like almost like common knowledge that me and Wiggles were town coming into the game first when we did.
How is it common knowledge? Like,
But
you
on the
can't
other
do
hand,
that.
if Jaleb is the town, then all he's doing is trying to figure out the game. So that is a towny thing. I think TJ is the last Mafia of the people that are left.
Why?
Because you push like crazy on Joey. Not all of us
Did you vote on Joey? Did you vote on Joey?
Absolutely, I did.
Oh, then whoa, what's a big fucking deal?
Listen. You're the one that was the hardest pushing on him. I thought Joey was Mafia. Joey was just playing town, not caring about the game. Then you pushed on Mister right away. We had all day long where we had 3 new players come in that we could have heard what those 3 players thought of the game. And instead of doing that, you listened to Mister for like 2 minutes and formaled him and tried to get him killed. I thought that was ridiculous. I think Town has played this strategically throughout the game. I think we've played horribly. Like, every time we had new people come in, we should have heard their thoughts on the game. Instead, everyone keeps trying to speed run through things and just hope they're right.
Yeah, and that's why we killed Joe.
Really quick.
I only wasted 1 day.
Do you mind if I talk really quick?
No, absolutely, man. Go.
First off, I think it comes down to either Jaleb or TJ. The reason I say Jaleb is because he's been lightly throwing scum like wherever it sticks, especially on like Steve, Wiggles, and he kind of did it for like Rick a little bit. And the reason I think it might be TJ is because he formaled and basically killed Joey more or less, and then he was trying to get Mr. shot. So he's been pushing in 2 really incorrect ways, and Jaleb has been pushing scum really like offhandedly, not even like wholeheartedly on like 2 other people. Whereas Steve's been trying to figure out this game this entire time. It's like never Steve. I'm willing to lose to Steve if he's Mafia here.
Stop saying that.
Like, Joey was low hanging fruit from the point he came in the game because he just didn't care about the game. I don't know if he just doesn't like the format of the game, or he didn't like when he came in the game, or if he was maybe doing something else when he came in, or what. But that was the easiest person to throw scum on because Joey's a strong player and he played like he just didn't give a shit. So, I mean, part of the blame is on Joey for like almost causing Town to vote on him and mislynch him. But the push that TJ made on Mister was worse. To not give any of the 3 new players when they pop in the game any chance to talk.
I formaled him so he can talk. What in the fuck are you talking about?
Why would you formal him to make him talk? Why not just let him talk? And it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
What the fuck's the difference?
I think you're pushing mislynches wherever you can get them. I think you're the last Mafia over Jaleb. It is never, ever me. Like, you can't think of one scummy thing I did in this game. Like to say that we're 90% sure that we're killing Jan between Jan and Ben, but just in case, here's a scenario that it could be. Just to bring it out there, just to get the thought process going so we can think about it some more. I never tried to lynch Jan, or never tried to lynch Ben. I just try to open up the options like, well, here's something that maybe could have happened. But I doubt it happened because they only had 1 minute to talk about strategy, and that seems awful convoluted. I never try to get Ben mislynched for whoever it was that said that. That's ridiculous.
I said that. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to solve the game. Just like I think Rick's trying to solve the game. Just like I think Wiggles has had good points since he's been in the game. Just like I think Jaleb, even though he's pushing on me, has been trying to solve the game.
Push or rescind.
I pushed a vote.
Okay, 10 seconds, Steve.
Never me here. I'm like 95% TJ and maybe 5% Jaleb at this point, unless like I'm open to like other things coming in to change my mind, but that's the way I look at it right now.
If you would like to vote on Steve, please put your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. All right, that is not enough. You will have 1 minute to make your next formal.
I mean, it is Steve, so I don't.
Never me.
I mean, if it's not you, then it's Jaleb, but I'm pretty sure it's you.
I'll go along with whatever you guys like think. I guess.
Like, I'm between Jaleb and
pretty good. So.
I have no good reason to convince you.
It's definitely not Rick.
You don't think it's TJ Ramza at all?
TJ's aggressive dumb tell is what sold me. But like,
I don't understand why.
Why is TJ trying to get Mr. killed 2 minutes into the day without hearing people's thoughts?
Because he was obviously.
He doesn't know Mr's alignment.
So listen,
like,
so was
I really
Dave
think
Dobb.
that
Steve. So was Dave Dobb. Dave Dobb's confirmed Town. Dave Dobb wanted nothing to do with that day but to kill Mr. I agree that Mr. was really scummy. If it wasn't for the fact that no one was like scummier, like Mr. was like so very scummy.
But Joey was really scummy too, but we like mislynched him. Like, why? I don't understand why we didn't take the time to think more about this and get better reads on people.
I think it's TJ.
Second Jaleb.
All right, so I've been pushing on you, and I've seen a lot of your Town and Mafia games as of late. This, for one, has been nothing like when I've seen you as Town. When you're Town, you're very forward. You're very solid. You're very charismatic when you finally get where you're at. In this game, you've just been kind of really fluffy about every single thing you've said. You tried to push scum on Wiggles, who I believe has been like the towniest motherfucker, even more so than Ramza. No offense, Ramza. But like he's been crazy Town, and you just tried to light scum throw on him. You tried to light scum throw on like
what I was saying when I was
all the people that were potential shot targets.
So what I was saying about
you didn't really give much content. It just feels like you're just hoping for the best when you push scum on people. And
so no, what I was doing earlier with like looking at Wiggles and Steve was asking why they were not talking a lot during the day, because those two were like like Wiggles has stepped back a lot, and I'm not sure like how he play like what he plays that way because I know that when he won his Mafia.
When there's a lot of people, it's hard for me to get my.
Yeah, I understand that. Like a lot of new players do, but you like weren't even talking when we had like just 8 alive or when we got to 10.
Okay, I was right, it's Steve.
You gave the nice like 6-person action that like the 6-person day start like talking about the comparison between Jan and who was it? Jan and Ben. But then after that, you just haven't fallen off. That's why I wanted to look at you again and see what you were at, like see what you do today. And I really liked what you did today, so that's why I didn't. That's why I like the formal on you was great because I got to read you and actually saw it. That's what I was going on with the soft push to get you to talk again. The soft push on Steve earlier, I thought that Steve, like I'm just trying to figure out like the meta of the Mafia if they would want to put a second Mafia in right away, thinking that town would not kill anybody at all for the few days like we did, or if they would try killing or they would like hide everybody until the very end, which it might
ask
be.
a question? True or false? Are you really nervous right now?
I'm just trying to think exactly what to do because this is the last lynch of the game and I'm town and I'm like
not the last lynch of the game.
Here's what I want to say about J-Lib, right?
Not the last lynch of the game.
We know Mafia added a person in one of those groups of 2. I think they would do it in the first or the third group, right? Because if they don't do it in the first group and then Jan gets lynched, they have all town in there. Why not add another 2 towns so maybe they'll mislynch? Maybe they'll lynch somebody and automatically.
Yeah, that was my thoughts. Like they wouldn't add in.
That's why I like Rick Ramza.
It's always like a push and pull like idea there. They might have been trying to do a meta with who dies first. If a Mafia was lynched first, maybe they would have been throwing town. But if they kept a Mafia alive day 1, like if Jan got lynched day 1, I think they probably would have put a Mafia.
Yeah, but that's not what
I need you to answer me a question. Who's Mafia between TJ, Rick, and Wiggles? Because you didn't vote on Steve, so you can't think he's.
I'm thinking more of TJ right now. Like I think Rick is like 110% town. He's going to be town for the town of game. Wiggles, like the way he talked during his formal, I liked. He read town. Steve, he just was screaming that he was town during his formal. When we voted on Steve, I saw only Rick and TJ vote, and so I was thinking more of TJ would be Mafia of the 2, because Mafia would probably. God damn it! If Steve was actually Mafia and his partners didn't vote,
but his doesn't have any partners.
I think it's
Num and Jan didn't vote. That's the weird thing about Steve's.
Yeah, so not Jan like late voter, and he's like, oh wait, I should probably.
That's just a worry. Is like if. Jan,
if the team was TJ Jan, do you think TJ would let Jan go in the game first, or he'd like to go in the game first?
I would like to go.
I don't know how they would go in.
I would probably put myself first, and then I would put Joey and Chippy with me, just like Chippy said, or Joey and Rick probably.
I don't know their orders because I don't know like TJ's meta with Jan and whatnot.
I'm sorry.
It depends, I think.
Oh, okay. 10 seconds, Caleb.
I'm town here. You do not vote here.
Okay. All right, that's it. If you'd like to vote on J-Lub, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. All right. I am going to give you 2 more formals.
All right, so what do you do now? You formal me, and I convince you that it's
you
Steve?
You have 30 seconds to make your next formal.
Steve's
not 30 minutes.
I think it's between Rick and TJ. That's what
I think it's TJ.
Would Rick TJ?
I second TJ.
So my accusation against you, TJ, is I do think it's Steve.
Yeah, me too.
Town is split between you and him, so you have to protect town in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll do my best to try to convince everyone that it's Steve. Okay, so I'll start out like the fact that everyone has been pushing on me. It seems like the recurring theme is that are people saying that I am Mafia because I lynched people that were town. But the fact is that all of those people that I lynched, that I formaled, everyone agreed that they were scummy. So it's like you're saying that I can't be wrong. It's because I'm wrong. I'm definitely Mafia. Like it's like I'm supposed to have perfect information. I didn't have perfect information. Joey was playing retarded. He was playing scummy. He was playing annoying. So I wanted to lynch him. I wanted to get him out of this game. Same thing with Mister. I formaled him at the beginning of this day, right after I asked him a question about why he was reading Dave Dobb Town because I thought that his response was scummy. So then I formaled him to put pressure on him so that I can get a read on him. That's how you read people as town. When you like pick out something, then you want to instantly pressure pressure them because I wanted to see how he would respond to a formal. So that's exactly why I did that at the beginning of the game. It's not because I'm trying to get an easy mislynch or whatever. That's actually me just trying to like pressure someone and see how they respond. And I didn't like the way that he responded, so I continued to push on him. And I thought that he was the best lynch over Gnome because of how nervous he was. That's like basic town logic, town play. There's no reason why that makes me Mafia. If anything, that makes me more town. Like I don't like a lot of people have been saying that I'm town because of the dumb tell. I think like I've done a lot more towny stuff than that, but at this point I really do want to win this game, so I think that everything should be considered. I did think that there was 3 Mafia alive, or I didn't understand the rules completely, but that doesn't necessarily make me town. But I think that I've done a lot of other towny things. Like I was paying close attention. I can like go through. I can like so I think that this helps you. Like so I'll explain to you because I was paying really close attention in the first day, and I'll walk you through the game while I was watching and like how I was reading the game. So actually day 1, I thought that Jan was completely town, and I thought that it was Chippy because I thought that Chippy would always bring in 2 people with him. I didn't think that Ben would ever bring in like two people like that. I thought that it was Chippy, and he had to bring in 2 weak players because he was like the strong Mafia on the team, and he wanted to start. So I thought that it was Chippy. I thought definitely they wanted to lynch Chippy, and the Chippy should be lynched. And then he would be Mafia. And then when he flipped town, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So then I thought Jan is definitely town because I'm reading him town. So I went to think, oh, okay, they need to lynch Ben. They need to lynch Ben. Like I'm saying, what are these retards doing? They need to lynch Ben. And then Jan flips as Mafia, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I didn't wake up the next day, and then watching the next day, and like I don't remember who was there. It was like Rick, I think, came the next day.
Rick came with you. It was Joey and Jalen.
And Joey, I was like, they just need to fucking lynch Joey because Joey's being a retard. He's sitting like here with his fucking thing like this, forming sleep over and over and over. Like I'm watching this game as town. Like, what the fuck are these people doing?
TJ, okay,
again, no, I'm not looking at this game.
I want you to evaluate a world for me.
All right, so now let me go on to Steve. Like,
hold on. I want you to. I know that you think Steve's Mafia, but what I want you to do, because I think your town is evaluate the world where Rick is Mafia and he gets instant town cred by killing Gnome because she's. I
understand that logic. Like, I think that makes sense because there's always like 2 lynches. But it seems like it would be. All right, so it seems like it would be easier for Rick to just push on Mister, who's already scummy, because there was actually no pressure on Gnome until Rick started pushing it on her. So I think it's easier for Rick to just push on Mister, who's already scummy, than pushing on Gnome, his girlfriend, when they're Mafia together. Like, I feel like he would just want to win together with her. Like, that's how I'm reading that. So I think that it's unlikely that...
Why would I adamantly defend TJ if I'm Mafia? I once again win here with this lynch that you guys are seemingly going to do.
I don't think that it's Rick. Like, I think that it's Steve. I've been putting pressure on Steve, like, this whole day just to see how he was reacting, and he hasn't ever reacted in a way that I thought was, like, super town. I think he's a pretty good player. He's like not super easy to read, but I think that I would be able to read him town if he was town. Like I usually can, but he's like hasn't done it for me this game. And like it's like PoE. Like I think Wiggles is super town. I think Jaleb is town after his formal. I think that Rick is town. And then who's the other one? It's me.
I think it's Jaleb. I'm town. Like I think we killed Jaleb, but I don't think so. Don't want to kill Jaleb. That's who I want to kill. I don't think Steve
is over. Push or rescind.
I pushed a vote because you have to survive a formal, but I don't want to kill him.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
So I hope that I have been able to convince everyone that I'm town. I have been looking at this game and playing this game from a completely towny perspective this entire time. I really hope that you don't lynch me here because I really would be upset if I get lynched to lose the game.
If you want to vote on TJ, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1, vote.
They tried to hammer! They tried.
7 is not enough.
Oh! Yes! They tried to hammer so hard there.
Obviously.
Yes. I think it's Jalen.
It's Steve.
Didn't even vote!
Steve didn't vote.
Steve did vote.
I voted.
Voted?
Because I think it's TJ.
I think
we just lost the game.
Now
we lost. Yeah, you fucking lost the game. That's why John and Gnome voted. You fucking retard.
All right.
Let's be nice. But my accusation against him is I think the Mafia just did.
If he's town, the game
Mafia
is
just
over
tried
now,
to late
right?
vote on TJ, so I think TJ's town. Jaleb did not vote, so he's the only like real.
Neither did Wiggles.
Hold on, like chill out.
Plays out. Relax.
If he's town, the game is over.
Don't try to angle shoot. The game always plays out. Don't even say that shit. Just let the game play out.
This isn't the last formal. He said diminishing returns on formals.
No, he said 2 more.
Yeah, he said 2 more.
This is the last formal.
Which of the town didn't vote on TJ?
Jaleb didn't vote. Wiggles didn't vote. Rick didn't vote.
I didn't vote.
So you think it's me?
Me? No, I think it's Jaleb.
Then why'd you?
Jaleb would have voted.
Doesn't matter if I voted on Jaleb.
Like if I'm wrong on Jaleb and we lose because I didn't vote on Jaleb earlier, then I feel bad. But I think it's TJ. I think TJ's pushes were the most awkward trying to get a win.
So what do you think of the hammers then on TJ?
Well, that's why the game was set up this way, so that the other mafias could still influence the game.
So after the two mafia hammers, he survived by 1 vote. Steve, do you think they counted?
I think the mafia counted, and then they hammered because they knew it wasn't going over.
So J-Love, Wiggles, nor Rick voted. So what do you think about that?
I think it's shitty.
I didn't vote either. Fuck you, TJ.
I don't like Steve.
No, but I'm saying those are the okay. That's what only works for
now
my
the unconfirmed.
But those are all the other. All those are all the other possible mafia. None of them voted on me.
You didn't vote, Ramza?
No, I didn't vote.
You redeemed yourself. You're God.
Could have won the game.
See, this is why you got lynched in 5-3, Ramza.
Of the 5 people that it could be, I think Rick is Super Town, the way he pushed, the way he tried to solve the game. I think Wiggles has been Super Town since we've been in the game. He's asked questions that were insightful. It's not like he's trying to misdirect anything. I'm not certain about Jaleb. If I'm wrong on Jaleb, we lose because I didn't vote on Jaleb. I mean, I feel bad about that, but Jaleb got like 3 votes, so it's not like me not voting cost Town the game.
Steve,
I think of all the people that it could be, TJ is the most mafia.
I don't want to break your heart here or anything, but it doesn't really matter what you say, because if we don't vote you out here, the game's over and Mafia wins. So we are voting you out here.
Shouldn't even bring that up. I don't like that. That's a fact. Like, just think about.
Yeah, honestly, Pope. If this is the last formal, just end the game and say Mafia wins.
So for your sake, tell me who, so that we can say, well, Steve would have won the game because we have no choice.
I just said I think it's TJ. I think we've already lost. Like right now, we're just wasting time because I know that I'm Town.
All right, well, if you're Town, I'm sorry, but I don't know who the
There's no game after this. So I mean, you can.
I don't like the game ending like this.
Is Wiggles smiling like crazy because he's Mafia and he knows there's no more formals?
Like I think Joey actually thinks that I'm the last Mafia.
Good point.
I love how entertaining all the dead people are, and then there's just no one sitting there.
It is the game today, and we're kind of stuck. So.
Like Rick, is it you?
Name the mislynch that I tried to push during this game, other than saying that I thought Joey was the most mafia, and I was wrong there. I didn't push it. I didn't lead it. I didn't formal him. I always wanted more information to go on in this game. Also, every time that people have tried to push to sleep, I have never voted because I always want to get more information out. Like every time we have new people come in the game, they should have reads on everybody that was in the game before them. And we never took the time to like hear everybody's reads before we slept and went on to the next day.
You were alive on the day that Joey slept. I wasn't alive. I would not let Joey sleep with the 30 seconds.
I didn't vote. I didn't vote.
Mafia, good job, Town.
I didn't vote.
TJ's Mafia, shame on you. If Jaleb's Mafia, shame on me.
I'm Town.
Not only that, I'm spinning the Town rubber band, which I said earlier today. I'm only spinning when I'm Town. I am Town here. I don't know if it's TJ or Jaleb. I think it's TJ.
I don't know, dude. That's not me.
I don't think it's Rick. Do you think it's Rick? I don't think it's Rick.
We lost to Jaleb. We lost.
If we lose to Rick, we deserve to lose.
All right, the form was up. Push or rescind.
I pushed the vote.
Push.
All right, 10 seconds, Steve.
Like, I'm Town here. Like, if you vote for the mislynch, we lose. If you don't vote, I think we probably lose because Pope said we don't get any more formals. So I think we lost the game when we didn't vote on TJ. I think TJ was the most mafia.
Well, Jan's giving you a Town shield. So.
I just love watching.
If you like to vote on
Jan,
Steve,
Jan knows he already won.
If you like to vote on Steve, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Look at TJ smirk.
I'm Town. Sorry, he lost. I knew it was J-Lo, dude.
Fuck.
All right, the game is over.
Sorry, Steve.
All right, so I will tell you the roles. Mafia wins, by the way. That is the end result. Mafia did, in fact, win. Coming in as your Mafia team was Gnome, Jan, and Jaleb. Coming in as your Innocent Child, Ramza, and coming in as your Vigilante, Spectrum. So just want to say a few things. The game was, from viewers and modders' perspective, really great. It was really entertaining to watch. I thought it was really fun watching everyone be able to play the final day. So I'm not going to take a long post game. I just want to recognize a couple things. The fact that you guys lynched day 1 and missed kind of made the game feel kind of down. It was kind of surprising you even got to where you were. Then Spectrum getting woken up night 0 makes it to where you have one less confirmed Town. That was also very unfortunate. It made it feel like Town was never going to win. But Spectrum pulls the shot out on Gnome. That was amazing. When Mister was getting globally Town red, or Mafia red. So that was a really nice shot. And the last thing I'll say is that Ramza, you played a really good game. On the final day, you put together 2 worlds, TJ and someone else, and then Caleb and or Jaleb and Gnome. I'm sorry. So you had the worlds right. Like Ben, yeah, you had good reads. And I think you accused Jaleb correctly on the day before. TJ's reads were about 1,000,000% off, but he was still town. That's all. I'm not going to talk anymore about the game. A great shot, Spectrum. Saved the game. I think if you let the Lynch go instead of shooting first, I think town loses right then and there. I think you guys had the chance to win, which if town would have won, it would have been amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love feedback from you guys, from viewers. Anything, I will unmute now, and yeah, there you go. 1 second, and go ahead. You can unmute, please.